So, do you guys all remember where we left off?
Yeah, somebody was screaming when we get to the room, right, to see an astropath's head pop off and legs crawl out of it. Something
Yes.
along those lines.
Something crawled out of it.
Oh yeah. So, getting back into it. So you guys come in here, and so this astropath, you guys watch him as he throws his head back, and blood starts pouring out of his mouth and nose and eyes and ears, and a huge clawed hand shoots out of his mouth, and the arm attached to it just sort of keeps on going, and then comes down and plants itself on the ground next to him, and then another one comes out, like forces its way out of him, and it's like you can hear like bones like cracking and like just visceral, and the other one comes out and plants itself down on the other side. And this actually, for the two of you guys to just to look at, it physically hurts your eyes and your brains, because you're basically watching something that should be physically impossible. You're watching a large creature pull itself out of a small hole, but it's not just like, not exactly how you would imagine it. Like, this is like like physics bending and like reality bending. It hurts to even look at.
Yeah.
But and then so his head basically
I'm
rips.
purely reminded of the bag.
Are they all three of them there? I'm not there. I'm in my little room.
Right. So actually, where is Captain Raven?
Did we decide? I mean, he might still be planetside. No. God, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we had negotiated for the subdermal armor, and then after
You don't
that,
know.
I feel like after that I cut out to go on my own again, but I don't remember where that took me.
Okay.
Anybody have any kind of idea?
In search of another sex cult, maybe?
Well, definitely. I mean, I was going to order like some subs and doms in bulk, is what I was going to do, but I don't know if I was currently doing that or not.
Go to BDSM Costco.
Yes, exactly. They also have really good cake, I've heard.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, according to my according to my is the Captain High check that I made when I first logged on, I am very high. So whatever I'm doing, I'm probably out of my.
Oh, all
He
right.
was out of his gourd.
We'll say I'm there, but I'm also high, which
Okay,
I don't
so
know if that's going to help. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to help or hurt. What's going on?
all right. So you see
Just
these
throwing you
two.
curveball.
Yeah, nice. I like it. So you see these two huge long arms come out, and they almost look like they're like black and sort of like distorted sort of to look at them. Like your eyes can't quite focus on them, but you see that these long arms, they're very long. They extend almost all the way up to the ceiling before they like curve back down and plant themselves on the floor. So far you can see about like 8 different like almost like elbow joints in these things. So
Oh God, you know what this reminds me of? You know those spider crabs that walk on the bottom of the ocean? That's what it sounds like.
so
I picked a bad day to quit drinking.
and then
You can start again.
yeah, it's never too
Eskel
late.
takes a swig from his flask.
And then you see they start basically flexing and pulling up, and then the rest of this creature begins just like forcing itself out of this guy, and his head is pretty much gone at this point. It's basically just like a replaced with like a small gory warp portal.
Beautiful.
And so then the rest of this creature comes pulling itself out, and it looks very disturbing. It has 4 legs, not including its arms.
Now what? You repeat?
It has four hooved legs, and it keeps pulling itself out by its two main arms on its back, and it's this gaunt, almost equestrian-looking creature. Its abdomen seems to be split open, and its own guts are just hanging out, and its face looks like a mix between a horse and like a rat and a dog.
Well, all right. Jesus.
There's a picture on the Roll20.
Yeah, I'm looking at that thing.
Yeah,
Oh wait.
Okay, God.
imagine those arms are
Those
much
Did you add
longer.
those in there?
Wait, on roll 20?
Yeah.
Aha!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby.
So this
Okay,
thing
that's
pulls
brave.
itself out, and those arms are very long. They're probably at least 15 feet, with like 8 or 9 like elbow joints that make them bend in every direction that they want to.
Oh, God.
And
The captain says, "Are you guys seeing this too?"
and
I don't know what you're talking about, Captain. As Kel tries not to shit himself.
and almost immediately the temperature in this room drops by about 40 degrees, and it gets ice cold. Now you can see your breath, and the lights begin to flicker, and then they go out.
Hey, like Zag.
And I'm going to need a -10 willpower test from everybody here.
Oh, wonderful.
I think I might be immune to that. If it's a warp horror.
Hey, Captain, give me a,
No.
Yeah, I think you were thinking of Jaded. I think Jaded's everything that's non-warp horror.
Got
Yeah,
you.
normal horrors. I have the same thing.
Okay, so regular warp horrors are still terrible.
Yeah.
I got the free.
I don't think I can give someone a +10 as a reaction, can I? With my exceptional leader ability?
Not because you're doing this as well.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Willpower,
You said my-
Doesn't matter because I passed.
Could somebody write the Rogue Trader book, the Dropbox link? I don't have it on my new computer, unfortunately.
It's in the sacred text.
Oh, is it in the Secret Text? Oh, sick.
All right, let's see if I can hit under 21. Nope. Huh. All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, was this a new day?
Look at that captain. Look at that captain.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes.
Was this
fa-
this was a new day, right?
fate points are back.
Yeah, just for the fuck of it, I'm gonna spend a fate point. Yep, didn't matter. Okay.
Hey, it was worth.
It's not as bad. That's better.
It's not
yeah,
as bad,
It's
but
not as
yeah.
bad, yeah.
Yeah.
We can't.
Kel's been doing a lot
roll
lately.
All right. So, I'm gonna need a D100 from you, Pruitt, with actually a D100 +10.
A D100 +10. Roll that beautiful bean footage. 53.
All right. So, Kelanon. Reeling with shock, the character backs away from the thing that confronts them. The character cannot willingly approach the object of his fear, but may otherwise act normally, with a -10 penalty on all tests until the end of the encounter. And you immediately gain 1 insanity point.
Ooh. Okay. I guess I'll just have to use ranged weapons. Oh well. I'm up to 3 insanity points, guys.
Nice.
3 more and I get a set of steak knives. I mean, they're not real, but, I think they are.
Actually, what is the what is the cap for insanity? Like, when does it roll over into like some kind of effect?
I thought after 6 you get a minor one, don't you? I'm playing fantasy roleplay also, so they're different.
for every 10 points you get, you basically have to roll on like the mental trauma table, and then which basically adds like a flaw to your character. And then if you happen to reach 100, then like you pretty much just become like chaos
Die.
infested and just die. Yeah, like you're just too insane to live.
That feeling too insane to live. I feel like I have 8 points, but I can't actually find on the sheet where they're like tracked at.
They're way at the
They're
bottom.
right next to fate points.
Right next to fate.
Yeah. Weirdly
Oh,
enough, I only have 2.
I have 8 insanity somehow. Base navigator.
I have 5.
Well, you steer into the void all the time, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I have no corrupt.
Yeah, I'm still doing good on corruption also.
No, I've got some.
Duh.
That's just me.
All right, and now we'll move into initiative. Wow, that's some more shit.
Am I supposed to be rolling something?
Oh.
Wait.
It's
Did it
D10
roll?
plus agility, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you roll again?
got a 1.
I know, what the fuck.
Oh.
Damn!
Holy
You
shit.
do slash roll? Was that how you do it?
You can
Or
roll
you can-
dice, yeah.
You can click on the D20 there on the far left on the legend, and it brings up the little menu to D10 and add your agility bonus.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Why didn't
I'm
that
feeling-
work? D10. Let's try this.
Can somebody briefly the master is?
Say it again, you cut out.
They're
for
like a could you like briefly describe to me what a void master is? It's like a class, I guess.
Yeah, think of like someone who like grew up in the void and is just like a stellar, astral sailor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
So
where
you-
you get your pilots, your navigators,
Okay.
like in space, not in the.
Well, I do that too. I can do non-warp navigation. I think I'm pretty good at it. Where's my sheet?
Yeah. Well, but they're like specialized in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So they're almost like, what are they, like the rogue of the game, kind of then, in a sense, like the fighter, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the master at arms, the guy who trains everyone on how to fight. But yeah, they're gonna be the guys who like specialize in flying the ship. Yes. All those normal sailor functions.
All right,
Okay.
so this thing, I got you guys all in the turn order. This thing basically pulls itself out of them, and now it's standing up. It has, like 4 legs, but it's just standing and holding itself in the air by its 2 main arms right now, and it's looking down at you guys. Do you guys have dark vision, or not dark vision, but dark sight?
I have.
I was like, what? I
But
was like, what?
I'm not there. So
I don't know what you mean by that.
A way to see in the dark.
Let me see. No, I don't think so.
No, not for me.
Nope.
Oh man. So all you guys just pretty much just see this thing like you saw it, like its body, and then the lights flickered out, and then now you can sort of just see like its eyes sort of looking at you from way above. And the other astropaths, like they're 2 of them are paralyzed with fear. They seem to be in shock, and another 2 ran out.
it's actually is really cool looking in my head. It's
Yeah.
like something ran out of Aliens, except it's
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, Kel would immediately be yelling for Solar to get the lights back on. Damn it.
Well, I've got kind of bad news because when we left off, I was directly in front of this thing.
Yeah, you might have been.
so
I remember. Yeah, I was actually touching the guy when he transformed, and then like it just kind of got pushed back a little bit.
So, Kel, frightened as you are,
Mhm.
your incredible soldier reactions allow you to react here. So it's your turn.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. If you can follow me here, Ray. I'm gonna whip out both of my bolt pistols because we were pretty close range, right?
Yes.
Okay. So he's gonna whip out his bolt pistols, and I'm going to fire both of them. I don't give a shit about the first one because Kel knows that the flare from his gun will actually light the room for a split second.
Nice.
So I'm basically just like firing the first one just to light the room so I can maybe get a beat on this thing for my second one. I don't know if you, like I said, I'm not really aiming with the first shot. I mean, I am going to aim where it was, kind of, before the lights went out. But
Okay. So the modifier for no lights is pretty much negated by your range to this thing. So
Okay.
your attacks are pretty much flat.
oh yeah, because it's what, like plus 20 or something.
Yes.
Okay. And then semi-auto gives a plus 10. That's a plus, but I don't have. Oh yeah, I went with the body armor instead of the things for my bolt pistols. So it's just no, I didn't mean to roll damage, dipshit. So first attack, that's 2.9 degrees of success. So that gives me my second hit with a bolt pistol, and then my second attack. That's 4.6 degrees of success. So I get both. So I get both for damage on these things. So first one is going to be 12 and 13 for thoughts, and then for my next attack, prayers, is going to be 12 and 13 and 12.
Oh man. Real quick, let me.
So it's its way.
Oh man. That's just.
Realized?
Hmm.
Okay, you know how we've been confused on this? It's calculating the extra hits when I hit the damage once. So just do 12 and 13. Because if you look at it, I rolled 7 and 2 plus 5. Wait, no, that still doesn't add up right. Never mind. This shit's fucked.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, let me try to figure this out real quick.
Guys, it's about to be my turn. I don't know what to do.
But I feel like based for the navigators thing, I don't think I can ever get plus 20 in navigations and warps. Because I don't see it ever. I see navigation, stellar, and warp plus 10, but I don't see plus 20 anywhere.
Like even higher up in
I
your
don't see it.
your tree?
I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've got, because it should be, let's see.
Okay, so as you fire these bolt pistols and these huge rounds come flying out and slam where you thought it was,
Uh-huh.
this creature, it had been standing basically, it was near the ceiling, like propping itself up on its two long arms. But as the light lights up the room now from these shots, you can see now it's on the floor and it's sort of like crouching there looking at you guys. So it actually managed to dodge.
Dodged all of them?
Actually, yeah, right. That is two separate attacks. Sorry. So we will. So you saw the first one and then your second one. The first shot lit up the room and you saw it was no longer where it had been. So you drop your second round down, couple feet, bam, bam, and then yeah. So the.
Okay. Well, I'm going to yell out
13,
to everyone,
12.
it's near the floor!
Daggone.
As I take a step back away from it, trying to contain my fear.
All right, Captain Williams.
You know, this thing's pretty ugly. Guys, are you looking at this? I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at it. I hope it's not a criminal.
Never had any.
Oh, that's true. Oh, me.
Well, the captain probably knows that he's fucked up right now, so he's not sure if he's seeing what he's actually seeing.
Yeah, he's like debating with himself in his head.
Hope this demon is
that
real.
was the implication. That was the implication.
Yeah. I got you.
I'm gonna. You know what? Maybe it's like soft and squishy, and it'll be fine. I'm gonna
give it a hug.
That's true. I could. I do have a really good melee weapon.
Oh no, I meant like a literal hug. Why don't you diplomance it?
Like, all right, see here. I think you're really cool looking. Do you want to talk about how you look? Because I think you're cool looking. I am gonna pull up my. Is it possible to pull up my sword and then also use my laser at the same time?
You have quick draw?
I don't have quick draw.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah, you could.
Okay.
Because that would be a half action, then your attack would be a half action.
Okay. Then I'm gonna pull out my power sword, and then I'm also going to raise up my lash gauntlet. I'm taking a shot. And I'll do let's see, burst fire 4. I think is what it says. I don't. How does that affect my roll?
Well, the thing is, the semi-auto burst is a full round action.
Okay, so I can't do the semi-auto. Okay.
Yeah, you can do a single shot as a half action.
Okay.
And semi-auto and full auto is full actions.
Okay. So what are my modifiers to shooting here? I assume within close range, but it's also dark. What does that come out to?
They basically cancel each other out.
Okay, so roll with no modifier.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Hey.
There you go.
All right. I'm gonna try clicking the thing and see what happens.
Is that
I
a
got max
righteous
damage.
fury? Oh
Yes.
my god, roll again.
Oh, Captain, my captain. And then I rolled 12.
Big damage.
Now, mind you, that's only one penetration, but there you go. 26 damage.
Dadgum.
The captain's always lucky when it comes to combat. I don't know.
Man.
He does not deserve to be this good at combat.
And penetration interacts with armor, is it?
Yes. So
yeah.
armor basically, armor will basically the penetration can override the armor because the armor takes off damage from the actual roll itself.
Yeah, and then penetration subtracts from armor, right?
So armor just fucks these things up. Like you would be really hard pressed to hit somebody in good armor with them. That's like why they're good for assassinations. You'd probably go after like people in clothing, you know, like leaders and things.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you all might, but I've got 7 penetration over here.
With
Oh,
las
yeah.
gauntlets or with like a hell pistol or something.
With my hell gun.
Yeah,
I've just got my dainty little wrist gauntlets because.
yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because I the one thing I remember about them was that they were favored by assassins or something.
Yeah,
Man.
I agree.
So the captain hears Kel's yell of warning and was able to catch a glimpse of this thing.
Pop it right a good shot.
And pew, fucking drills it. And actually one of its eyes is burned away. Fucking, like, right in its fucking stupid face.
Well done, Captain.
Don't worry, boys. We got this.
That's a good shot.
So the demon it you know sort of looks away after
You
taking
all right,
this.
bro?
I'm good.
All right, man.
It's been a while. I've been sick all week, so.
Oh boy.
Sure, that's what it is. Yeah, sure.
Well, no, I'm saying it's been a while, so I haven't smoked all week.
Oh, okay.
Because
All
I've been
right.
sick. So
All right, good.
fuck,
Good.
it's Sunday. I feel better.
Pretense
Awesome.
is gone. I like it. I like
Awesome.
it.
Awesome.
Well then.
What was it? Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah. So there's some large chunks of this thing that are missing now. And
Yeah.
you can see more guts of it are just flowing out, but there seems to be way more like guts and intestines inside this thing than would seem possible. Like there's like meters and meters and like cubic meters of shit just flowing out of it right now, just gore.
Ugh.
Oh god.
Yeah, it
Come on, pretty
smells
boy, let's
I
do
kind of
this.
want to throw up a little
smells really fucking bad. And this it turned its head after getting shot in its face, and then it sort of slowly turns back and looks at you guys with its one good eye,
bit. Uh-oh.
and then
This is your brain.
I
This is your
think-
brain. Chaos.
Yeah. Any questions? I think we just pissed it off. I'm sorry I had to say that.
No, I think that's an accurate assessment of the situation.
I think that's why that statement becomes so cliche, because it's like, oh shit.
oh shit, I did not mean to roll that. My bad.
Yo, I just realized this thing is like a fucking outer space kelpie. How about that?
I thought
That's
Rain
true,
was doing
yeah.
the web DM challenge for this week. What was that, like a half centaur, half wyvern? Like
Vampire,
yeah,
whatever.
whatever it was. It's like, wait, 4 legs like a horse? What?
I do my best. Yeah, so
Otherwise known as a sucky wyvern.
so this thing reaches out, and two of the one of the astropaths that is sort of like stunned right next to it. It's still looking at you guys, but with its one of its long arms, sort of just reaches down and just like grabs this guy's head, and then just begins like just crushing it while it's looking at you guys, and with its hand just, and you can see that the blood is actually like getting soaked up by its hand, and you can see.
Oh yeah.
And you can see its eye that had been blown away slowly start to regenerate.
Kill all the
Stop
help.
killing those- We need those guys.
Kill all the help.
Yeah. No, we're gonna kill the help.
It's the easiest way to kill this thing. Sorry, Zach.
Solo, are you in the room?
Yeah, I'm actually like right next to this thing. It's probably
You might want to get out of the room because I'm gonna start throwing grenades. It's fucking everybody in there.
you mean you
It's actually
can't see
probably
in here, so
Aren't they like half of our communications?
Fuck it, we're at port. We'll find some more.
Yeah.
That is
I mean,
true.
we are at a port right now, so the easiest, quickest way to save ourselves might not to be to save everyone.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Giant of fire, motherfucker.
This is the cold rationality of life in space in the 41st century.
Yeah.
So it actually uses its other creepy long black arm to to sort of swipe forward at Kel. But it just
I didn't hit it.
misses.
Oh. I mean, I did hit it, but
Yeah, you did.
All the truth comes out now. All right.
I know. I was just, I got caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it missed. Okay.
Yeah, so it missed.
I didn't have to use my dodge.
And then it's
That's funny.
sort of as it misses Kel, it brings its hand back and pretty much catches Solar in the back.
Oof.
Oh.
Like this is like it's sort of like swept around you to the right or to left, and then like swept at Kel, but missed, and then just brings its arm back towards it, and you happen to be between it and its arm, and then it's getting
hey, I'm rolling dodge.
go for it.
Dodge that shit.
I just realized I never plugged it in to my character sheet. What do I roll for that? Or do I have to find it real quick?
Well, it's on the skills. It's on the main skills.
Yeah,
list.
it's basic.
It's either half your agility or I don't know if you have proficiency in it.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, okay then. No, that means I have like a 36% chance to dodge.
If that's what
Captain,
it
can I
says.
get some plus 10 here?
I have to do that on my turn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was the
which I
reaction?
forgot to do because I was stoned.
Kinda like someone
Oh
else.
my God.
Look at that!
You don't need
Holy
that shit.
Look at that!
Damn.
That is.
So Solar does
This
like
ship I can
this.
touched.
He does like this cool, like it's coming at him, and he just sort of like bends forward and just whoop right over him.
I kind of like the idea that like some robot arm just away and pushes off the ground to move him over. You know, like he's Inspector Gadget or something.
Uh huh.
So then,
In my head, that's how it worked.
mhm.
Go on.
And then this thing, it oh man, it
He kills the captain.
Hello.
I mean, I was about to say it's got a mouth, don't it? I think that's a third attack coming someone's way.
I mean, that was the third attack was Solar. Rain, you still there?
yeah. Hey, sorry
oh,
guys,
Good point.
totally got distracted with something.
No,
So
you're good.
so it does this, and then almost immediately it's sort of like it almost seems like it smells something, and then well, actually, you guys can barely even see this thing. Yeah, you just hear it. You hear it breathing much heavier right now, and then Solar. It seems
All right.
distracted.
Oh my God,
First
it's
things
breathing.
Elias. I know I brought Elias with me. I'm gonna yell at him in binary to get his ass to a port and turn the lights on.
Oh, thank God.
All right. With his movement speed, he can. There's like one on the by the door, so he can get there.
Is Elias like a living thing? Does he still have a brain in that skull?
He has a cogitator.
Technically, yeah.
So he's like he thinks for himself.
Eh.
It's think of like as much as like a lobotomized person would,
Wow, I 0.5
Okay, that makes
degrees.
sense.
Okay, so the lights they sort of flicker, and then it's like they come back on, shut off again, but the emergency lights come on. So now it's like this whole place is cast in like a red glow.
Yes.
And
All
it's
right,
not
now
there.
am I still face to face with this thing?
It's very close.
All right, I'm gonna open fire, and so I'm guessing I'm in close range.
Mhm.
All right, I'm in close range, so that's I believe plus 20 plus 30.
30.
All right, I'm activating my locus implants, so that's another plus 10. I'll have to make a toughness check.
You need to make a toughness check to activate the Lotus implants.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do as a DM is when somebody like aggroes the monster, what I usually do is not attack the person that dealt a bunch of damage to it, but I'll hit somebody on the sideline just to sow animosity between players. Like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, specifically we were fighting like a giant ooze monster, and the fighter ran up and like hit it right because I think it was the yawning portal, the ooze dungeon and the yawning portal. They hit the big gray mass, or the big like gray ooze monster. The fighter hits it square on, and then so it completely ignores him, goes over him, and attacks the wizard who had like half health and just downs him immediately. The party actually devolved into player versus player at that point because they had agreed to not engage it. And they all wiped.
I like it.
Yeah, it was
All
pretty
right,
funny.
I'm gonna make the roll now.
Boom.
Boom. 6.1.
Oh yeah.
And that is on semi-automatic, so he gets all 3 blasts through him.
Cheese and crackers.
I love it.
Holy cracker!
There you go.
So that is 25 damage.
Daggone. So you just like sort of point this thing like right next to it, and then it just you guys hear like it lights up, and it glows red, and choo choo choo, fires 3, and these things just burn clean through it. Actually, they go through the wall behind it as well into like another room. Hellguns don't fuck around. So that was like, there's like 3 perfect holes in this thing's abdomen. It's still kicking though.
And then I cock my gun Terminator style, and I go, "Good boy, Elias. Good boy."
It's time for the one-liners, guys. Bust them out.
Alrighty. So it's about, so almost immediately after that happens, this creature, it's taken a significant amount of damage. It sort of like stumbles backwards a bit, and then it picks itself up on its 2 main arms again, so its main body is just hanging in the air. And then you guys see it go like semi-transparent, and then it basically drops through the floor below you, just phases straight through the floor.
We got a bug hunt. Boy.
Hey! I just realized we forgot something. I brought all 10 murder servitors with me.
Oops.
They were outside the room, I
They were
guess.
hanging outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were there in case the astropaths tried to run away. Then they would turn them around and be like, "No, you go back in there and you fight."
Well, didn't this all
Yeah.
happen? Didn't this all happen in less than 6 seconds or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it tried to stab us. Kel was just too much of a badass. Solar, I'm just gonna say he tripped forward and landed face first, and the claw went over him, and then he stood back up and was like, "Elias, turn the goddamn lights on," so I stopped tripping over shit.
This is very aliens, though, like the fire flashing
The
to
emergency.
eliminate. Yeah, the emergency lights. God damn, Aliens is a good movie. Alien is a good movie, but Aliens is really good.
Yeah. Aliens 3 is not as good.
I've never seen it, actually.
But
Don't-
everybody's
don't-
seen.
don't.
Okay.
And then Aliens 4 is a big meme.
That's everybody's seen Infinity War.
No,
Yes.
I honestly think
No.
they just had
don't
our
say a
No.
fucking word.
franchise in one movie, and that was it.
Don't.
I'll
well, I'm
fucking,
not gonna say a word, but
I'll-
I've seen it twice.
I'll kill Solar right now.
Boy, you like Aliens 4? Am I overstepping my?
I enjoyed Aliens for. I listen. I enjoyed it. I didn't say it was good. I just enjoyed it.
Actually, you guys can talk about aliens for a second. I'm gonna go take a freaking bathroom break real quick.
Okay.
I had a complete loss for
bathroom
words
break.
right there. I don't know.
Drain the scorpion. All right, guys. So I'm already statting up. Rogue Trader Vespa Williams. Mind you, I might not go Rogue Trader if we all decide to like completely. You know, if somebody else wants to be captain, I would do something different.
All I'm saying, Captain Zag. Let's think it over.
Captain Zag.
I'll let you. I just shared a picture. See how in character I'm getting over here.
Oh,
With
you
the
got
red
your
light.
you got your lighting.
I got my lights turned on red here.
Man,
Oh my god! On the stream on what was it, Tuesday?
Mhm.
My power went out. I don't know if anybody was watching it or not, but the power went out at my apartment complex. And luckily, we have Brandon, our Twitch guy, hosting everything, so it didn't like kill the whole game. But I just drop out. Well, it cut out and then right back on. And apparently, these lights, whenever you turn them off and on like that, they go into strobe mode. Except they all and started strobing.
Holy
So
shit.
all my power back, and then all of a sudden it's like, and you know the power comes back, and then just red light flashing like I'm on the goddamn Enterprise under attack or some shit. I'm just like, I literally was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? What what the? Oh, right. And then it hit me what was going on. Just like, I don't remember having emergency lights installed.
Wasn't there a scene in one of the Aliens movie where that happens? It's like strobing emergency lights, and then
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
running around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, no, it like, that's the thing. It freaked me the fuck out because it was just like, the complete unexpected happened. Anyway. But, yeah, I'm loving this right now. I'm
Hey,
getting
Moon Man,
angry
are you
about a
back?
second.
Yo, I'm gonna metagame real quick here. I feel like this thing is coming for me. Completely honest. I'm gonna be. I don't know. I get that feeling. I feel like it likes warp or like warp touch individuals. You know what I mean? I feel
there
like I think it's coming
Okay.
for me.
Back, Moon Man.
Yeah, I couldn't connect for a little bit, so I switched devices, and it's working now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Zach can't die. I've drawn it now. Therefore, he can.
Well, that's the problem, is you drew him, so now
Oh no!
the universe is like,
It's like Game
really?
of Thrones.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, you like
Yeah.
that character? Good. Dead.
I do. I
Now
did
that
make a giant box fort in my room. I know that. It's like took all the extra boxes and we made like a big fort. And all my like navigator cultsmen are like standing guard.
Okay. Well, is
Yeah.
everybody back now?
Yeah, I'm back. So this thing phases through the floor, and actually, you guys can feel it getting a bit warmer in here.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also start to hear like muffled screaming from the floor below you. And actually,
I
you can
don't-
also see like all the bile and like just gore that slipped out of this thing. It's slowly eating through the floor.
telling you, man.
Oh!
I just get on the box and tell them get a flamer in here.
Get your power sword out. Cut a hole through the floor. Drop in on it. That's all I'm saying. It's already weakened from the bile, right?
That's actually not a terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't know about what the bile's gonna do to my power sword, though.
Oh, I thought they were like,
How's about I just shoot through
super
the floor?
terrible. No, you could shoot through the floor too. I just thought the sword would be cooler.
Well, it does have the power. It does have the power field. Maybe that would protect it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Whose turn is it?
It is
I
your
think it's
turn.
yours.
Yours.
Okay. Well, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna holster a bolt pistol and pull out the power sword and just kind of run a quick circle to see if I can try to cut through the floor where it's already being eaten away.
How big are you cutting?
Big enough for Solar to fit through. See, Kel's considerate.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you have some extra parts. So
You're
Yes.
putting
That's
on the
supposed
weight.
to mean-
you grafted a fucking arm onto your body. What do you mean? What does it mean?
I'm thinking I'm being accused of some chaos things. I, in fact, only have one butthole for your information.
Well, yeah, no, but I'm just saying that you have a larger surface profile area. So I was being
Calling you
nice.
fat, dude.
I was not calling you fat. I was calling you oddly shaped.
He's
because
saying you
you're-
don't even lift.
Yeah, bro.
I just you can see like how my core has just metal pieces grafted onto it, so I can graft on more metal pieces later. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's completely normal. Anyway, I continue cutting.
Oh, yeah. No, this is
Having
fucking.
this conversation, like Walsh is trying to.
It's like
Listen, dude. Just trying to say, I'm just trying to let you know that I'm growing as a person. I'm just letting you know that. All I was trying to say. He's taking others into consideration.
awesome. Yeah, so this is actually fucking cool. So he pulls out the power sword, just slams it into the deck, and just power field is. It's a power field, so there's
It's a hell of a drug.
yeah, there's not even like a lot of resistance as you just sort of like swipe across the floor, and yeah, you cut out a decent sized circle. We'll call it probably like 4 feet in diameter.
Does it drop on top of
Can I just get on the Vox channels really quickly? Just go on the Vox channels and be like, hey, if you have a gun and you're on this ship, if I see you without it out, I'm gonna shoot you myself.
You can do that on your turn. So yeah, so you stick this in there. Yeah, the entire circle of floor just boom falls down. Were you standing on top of it when it did?
No, because that means I would be standing in the acid, and I don't want to mess up my boots. I just got them cleaned. So he just kind of like ran a circle really quick, like standing on the outside of it.
Okay, yeah. There's the whole thing falls through. It's a metal floor. Like this is several hundred, if not thousands of pounds. Falls down. Bam! Loud crack as it hits the deck below you. And as you look down, you can see like there was, someone was below it. You can see like a couple arms sticking out. Crushed leg.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Omelets and eggs, baby.
If anyone asks, the demon got him.
Yeah. At least the demon can't use that to heal.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, can I see or hear the demon in the room below once it's opened up now?
You can hear just fucking pandemonium down there. You can hear like an occasional like roar. It's a strange. It's not even much like a roar. It's just a strange sort of like clanging sound, almost like metal is being like rubbed on metal, like sharpening a knife, but mixed with like Chewbacca's roar, but also mixed with like the sound of like the person you care the most about in the world dying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well,
it sounds a little bit different to all of you.
Yeah. If I have any movement left, I would go ahead and just drop down through the hole.
Yeah, we'll say it took you about half movement to cut through the floor.
Okay.
All right, so you jump down through the
Well,
hole.
then I'll go ahead and jump down. So that means, I got my power sword out in one hand, bolt pistol in the other.
Yeah, so you jump down on top of this thing, and you look down the hallway, and there's lights on where you are, but as you look further down the hallway, you can see it's basically just dark, and it's sort of moving away from you, like the patch of darkness, and there's like blood all over the walls. There's bits and pieces of people just laying everywhere as this sort of shroud of darkness proceeds away from you down the hallway. It's probably about 60 feet right now.
Okay. Well, I guess before the end of my turn, I'll just yell back up to Solar. We need lights in this hallway.
I just yell back, what am I, tech support?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
Literally your job. Yes.
All right, actually, text.
Do I need to put in a work order? We don't do anything about the work order.
Putting our lives to work today, aren't we?
So is that all of your turn?
And you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out Rand.
Oh, sorry. Is that all you're doing?
I mean, yeah, that's all my action, sure.
Okay, Captain Raven.
Huh. Okay. Well, about how far down is it?
It's about 10 feet.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Nothing. I just realized I shouldn't technically have been able to do any of that because I'm scared of this thing.
Well,
Maybe
it was
out of sight.
I mean,
Yeah.
it did move out of sight, so I'm technically not any closer to it.
yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, I just realized that.
Well, nobody needs bravery when you're not like you only need bravery when you're actually scared, right? So think of it that way. You just jumped in after it.
That's good ribbon talk, but we're talking cold hard game mechanics.
Oh, you and your game mechanics. You like using them.
Technically,
he told me.
technically, it could be you cut your way down there to run the opposite direction. I don't know.
You just ran out of movement. Nobody can. It's like Schrodinger's cat. You can't say one way or the other.
Yeah,
true.
yeah, exactly.
I'm probably gonna.
Yeah, the captain's gonna jump down after him, laughing, because he thinks this is all just really interesting.
Captain, this is real.
Thinks he's
No,
tripping
it's
balls.
not.
Real shit.
No, it's not.
What are you fucked up on now? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care. We gotta have a talk.
My aim's
We gotta
good.
have a,
That's all that matters.
we gotta have a talk later, though.
Do I still have any move / actions left once I get down there?
Yeah, that was just movement.
Okay. So there's darkness down a hallway. Was it just darkness?
That's what you guys can see.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use my full action to just shoot down the hallway.
All right.
'Cause he was just here. He was
Yeah.
just here.
Yeah.
And
How
I'll-
fast can a horse person move anyway?
Exactly, and I'm gonna use semi-auto, and I'll do just the big shebang. Do I get any kind of bonus for that? I'm also kind of blind firing. I don't know how that would affect.
Yeah, that's actually probably a -10 because you're basically shooting into darkness from far away.
But you're honestly not even sure if it's there. So I mean,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So I shoot at the darkness, whatever modifier that would be. -10.
Magic missile.
Exactly.
I shoot the darkness.
that's
Yeah.
why it exists. That's like literally why the spell exists.
Yes. Okay, but do I get a bonus for going semi-auto?
I think it's +10.
Yeah, somehow it's +10.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just those will negate each other.
Okay. So I hit something.
You just fire down this hallway. You hear like a painful roar, sort of come that, and it's like harrowing to hear. Like when you hear this thing, you feel it in your bones, and it's just terrifying.
What do they see from the
Hello.
last blast? Does it light up the hallway at all? Do they get
Yeah.
to see it? Second.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, did they get to see it at all down the hallway from the light from the last blast?
Oh, yeah, you saw it. It's still sort of stalking its way down the hallway. One of those also, like you hear like a crew member like scream out, and he's like, "Oh, god damn it!"
Workers' comp. Walk it off.
Emperor, damn it.
I'm also going. Okay, so with 2.5 degrees of success, what kind of damage do I roll? I rolled 2, right?
Yes.
Isn't that how that works? I roll 1, and then for each additional over 1 success, roll another.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 and 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Now, can I have your bonus this time?
It is the end of my turn. I have not ended, and I will say.
Give it to me.
I will say.
Do it.
I will say, kill it. That's what I'll say.
Get fucked.
Because it's right there. Plus, I'm like high on stems, and so like my attention span is like really short. Like I have forgotten. I've forgotten solar exists for a minute.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, actually, if you're on Stim, let me look that up real quick.
Oh yeah, does that add anything?
It does.
Let me look.
Sorry guys for the weird cackles.
Let's see. So you cannot be stunned, and you ignore any negative effects to your characteristics from damage or critical damage.
Nice.
Neat.
How many rounds did they last again?
3d10.
I guess you should roll that, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Watch it be 3.
Yep.
Watch it be 3. It'll happen. Alright, 3d10. Come on now. There we go.
No, that's 2. Come on. Thing's a little finicky.
Oh,
16, baby.
Alrighty. There you go.
Yeah.
daggone.
Captain's feeling real good. Although, well, we can say maybe it's been 2. So there's because I didn't like take it just now. So
No, I mean,
Yeah,
still.
this is Morrowind rules where potions stack, you know, where I can just drink 100 potions of intelligence, then go ahead and craft more with my new stacked alchemy.
Well, he has been hitting the stems off and on all day, so who knows?
Damn it, Captain, you're on the stems again.
Again.
Not again. Still, come on, son, get on my level.
Oh,
I never
I haven't
quit.
seen you in a week.
You should have seen me. You should have seen me. A blowjob while doing a handstand.
Oh,
Awesome. Let's do this.
oh God. So would that be like going up on you?
Yes. That's why I did it. So that I could say that I've done that.
Captain's creating whole new positions.
This girl went up on me the other day. It was awesome.
It's a conversation starter, at least.
I'm sorry,
Right?
what?
You never had a girl going up on you? Oh, come on. Only real men.
Funny.
Only real men.
So you guys, Kel and the captain, as you guys are sort of looking down this hallway,
Uh-huh.
you see this sort of this area of shadow. It seems to just sort of like fade away into one of the walls to the right.
Damn it.
God
Yeah,
damn
this
it.
thing's freaking me the fuck out, guy.
Yeah.
Is he heading your way? Do you feel it?
I had no idea.
Give me a Sinuscience roll for
uh-oh.
sandbag.
Well, from us just standing here, what direction is it heading in the ship?
It seems. Actually, you can get. Oh,
Oh shit! I'm totally distracted. I just rolled a 100.
Oh,
that's actually a
They also
critical
just-
failure.
Fate point.
Yeah, so you have absolutely no idea what's going on the ship right now.
I guess I could spend fate, but I could also save it. I don't know.
You're just in your room with your headphones on, just bopping away to. The
Oh no, I'm
others.
definitely like in the middle of the fort with like my gun drawn over like one of the boxes. Like I'm like taking cover over the box.
He knows something's going on, but like you like reach out with your feelings, and you're like, oh, well, nothing warpy here.
Maybe it's just a false alarm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably a drill again.
oh god.
Multiple announcements. This is not a drill.
No.
Probably a drill.
It's like, yeah, probably.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I guess I might get on the box and be like, I don't know, how's it going?
Fucking headed towards you. I don't know if it is.
Oh yeah, actually, give me a intelligence check, Kel.
Done, you may.
Well, to Kel and the captain. See if you can gauge like that.
Wait,
Boom!
wait.
Oh wow, nice.
Just
Good
under
roll.
the wire.
Nice.
Glad I bumped that.
Nice. So, you would like the direction that this thing's heading. It's a little bit deeper into the ship, where the general direction is towards like the barracks, like a major population center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just senses the cluster of people.
It's got the
Much
hungries.
better.
Like a predator going towards prey. I mean, that's like what he says. You are one,
Yeah.
Ugly motherfucker.
one ugly motherfucker.
Solar.
That was actually the greatest movie I ever saw when I was a kid. Like, I compare every movie I see henceforth to Predator 1.
The first Predator is a fucking gem.
I loved it.
Guys-
It gave me the same nightmare every night for a week.
Guys, Predator 2, I kind of like it better.
Oh, what? Oh, dude.
I mean,
Dude,
I love it for itself, for what it is.
Yeah.
I love Danny Glover because he's like, just like Bruce Willis, he's the one of the great mumbling actors of our
Yes.
time.
Yes.
Like just by himself in a scene, just mumbling shit through it.
Yes.
Danny Glover and Bruce Willis, like, give them both medals.
Yeah.
But what really puts it over top, though, has got to be the Paxton. I mean,
Yes.
he's
Yeah.
oh god, he's ridiculous.
Anyway, not to sow dissent, but I really like Predator 2.
Yeah. Well, it's funny
What's
because
some candy?
Captain Raven just had a heart attack and died. So.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Just kidding.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold that against you. I mean, hey, I haven't said anything about the fact that Insomnia hated Infinity War. What's wrong with you, man?
I didn't
Sorry.
hate Infinity Wars.
He hated Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, I hated Thor Ragnarok. That movie was actually hot garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, still for that, what the fuck, dude?
no,
The movie's
come
nothing
on.
but pure fun.
No,
The movie
no,
is
that movie
fun,
was
fucking
hot garbage.
Pure fun.
No,
I can't hear it. I can't hear anymore.
I'll at least hear him out, but we all just know he's wrong.
no,
Okay, it's okay to
absolutely.
be in the minority and just scream from that position of tininess. It's okay.
Like I thought.
We should watch it on stream, and I'll point out everything wrong with it. Like there's this one scene with the dog, the zombie dog, and it looks so bad. Like the effects are so bad. It looks like it's just like copy and pasted with Photoshop, like into the scene. It's oh god, I hated that movie.
That's the reason you don't
No, it
like
just
the movie?
the overall quality is a reflection of that. It's not just the dog. The whole there wasn't a serious moment in that entire film. Like I get that you want it to be funny or whatever for whatever reason, but I mean, not a single any moment that was even remotely serious. It was immediately dashed by something retarded happening.
I do have one scene that I really don't like. The fact that when what's his name has the two machine guns, he never reloads, and he shoots through so many rounds.
Yes, he's an Asgardian. That's John Woo.
Movie,
That's
though.
John Woo rules, man.
No,
It's just John Woo rules, man. That's nothing wrong with that.
you can't bust out John Woo rules during a superhero movie. You just can't do it. A John Woo film is a John Woo film. Like,
Yeah,
like he like catches babies in midair while shooting people. Like this
I know.
is-
It's ridiculous, right?
we're getting off track.
I know.
We're
And
getting
Thor
off track.
shoots lightning out of his butt. So
This
I mean,
is-
I don't know.
all right.
It
Fair
just
enough.
depends on what you want to get hung up on. Is my
Fair
thing.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like Carl
All I'm
Urban, so
saying
I
is-
forgave.
All I'm saying is that's what the Thor comics are like, and I appreciated it for that.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Like, nuns swoon when he lands in a monastery and gives them a tree.
I believe you. I don't. I have no idea if it's true or not, but I believe you.
That's bullshit, but I believe.
No, like,
Solar.
like I think I don't know the title, but like the main nun was like, "Sister, keep your vows."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Solar.
He is Thor.
Oh, fine,
Yeah,
I'll be Solar now.
Yeah.
I would bang Thor. Who wouldn't bang Thor?
I mean, I ain't gay.
You
but-
might have a quarter god, or no, he's a full god. Never mind. You might have a
Yeah, I
half
was about
god.
to say, I'm,
Great.
I'm pretty sure he's like a full guy.
No, but like even if you're a man, you might give birth to a half god. Like that's how great that would be. Come on,
A half god butt baby.
half god butt baby. You better believe it,
Poop that baby right out.
guys. I'm high on life. Let's keep going.
So, Solar, it's
All right,
your
now.
turn.
Me too.
I do have a question. Did Kel shout out that the demon beast went through the wall, or am I just about to jump down there by myself right now?
Well, it happened after my turn, so
Yeah.
you know.
So I just come dropping in from above, all like 400 pounds of me.
Yeah, there's a really
Okay.
loud clank behind you. Just-
No, I'm gonna activate my Maglev Grace, so I actually don't like jump down. I fly down.
Oh yeah,
Basically.
he just gracefully just descends from the higher floor.
I just descend from above. I've got my hell gun pointed down the hallway, and I'm like, where'd that thing go?
Wait over there. Go find it.
Where's over there?
Down that dark hallway where we don't know what's down it.
Did he just like? I was gonna ask. He's just like pointing at the wall, saying he went that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went that way.
Yeah,
I mean,
like literally, he went through that wall. He went that way.
come on. You just saw it go through the floor. If we're pointing at the wall, I mean,
All right, I'm gonna have to yell at Elias again. And I'm gonna tell him, since he's still plugged in, I'm gonna tell him to like put out a ship-wide broadcast to be like, "There's a chaos invasion. If you do not have a gun, then you will die."
Yeah, no, that's actually not a bad idea. Is like manning everyone and getting them where we think it's going, like heading in the general direction.
Like it doesn't matter where it goes. And then I call in all my servitors too, so they just come jumping in from above.
Nice. Yeah, because at this point, I don't mind if the whole crew starts blind firing. We'll lose hundreds. It doesn't matter. If we kill the thing, it's dead.
Nice.
So it's collateral damage.
Little,
I've never heard of such a thing.
Alarms start going off, and alarms start going off, and general quarters is sounded. Pretty much everybody is running to either battle stations, or they're heading to the armory, or they're just heading back to their quarters to just get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get the tech priests and I'm gonna tell them form up because we're gonna start sweeping the halls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized that 40k, like specifically Rogue Trader, is sort of like SCP. You know, it's
Yes, it is.
Space.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blowing my mind right now.
Fucking, that's a marvelous comparison.
We just had a containment breach. All hands
Yeah.
on deck.
Yeah. What's his name is out. The one that breaks your neck.
Oh god.
Man. There's so many great SCPs. Like there's one that's a pile of damp mulch, and if you get too close to it, it just like warps mulch into your lungs. But apparently, but here's the thing. Apparently, it was a chair that would teleport to anybody who needed to sit. And a rival organization, so like another organization that does the same thing that SCP does, threw it into a wood chipper to see what would happen. So then it became an angry pile of mulch.
That's
It's
so
like-
40k though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the great thing about the game is that it's like such a great way to justify any kind of cool monster that you can just take out of it and then put somewhere else. Like
Pretty much.
yeah, like imagine a D&D monster that like
Doesn't make
didn't
sense.
move, hid in plain sight until you didn't look at it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're all over the place. Yeah.
All right, so Kel's turn.
Okay. Well, I don't see this thing anymore. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch from the bolt pistol to the Lassiter.
Ooh, the RKO time.
Yeah, because it has a longer range, and I want to keep my range from this thing. But I'll just start. I mean, technically, I wouldn't move towards it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that encounter is over.
Yeah, Rain, would you say that that encounter is over and we moved into a different type of encounter, or is the encounter still ongoing?
I'd say you're probably moving into something different. Because now
This was more like
it's gone from like a close quarters, standoff to basically hide and seek.
Okay.
Bug hunt.
Well, yeah. Well, then I'm going to just move down the hallway and ready like a shot or ready an attack if it comes at me or I see it.
Okay, so you're
And that's
like
so
preparing
like a
an
half move and then preparing an action. I forgot what it's called in here. Yeah, ready a weapon. Yeah. So yeah, my pistol. Like if I just see it, I'm just gonna shoot him.
nice.
He's gonna take it cautious as he kind of works up the nerve to actually kind of walk towards this thing, mostly because he can't see it. That's how I'll justify it.
Nice. So Captain Raven.
What?
Huh?
I am paying attention. Absolutely. Shit. saw it go through the wall. And like it didn't like go into an adjacent room. It like went through like parts of the ship, right?
Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that's actually a really good question. Who does know? Yeah, you know, the captain watched. You know what? No, I'm gonna like go down the hallway after this thing. Just keep my power sword out in case I need it, but I want to see if I can't find where it went through the wall.
Okay, doke. So we can move out of direct, combat turn order. Actually, hold on. I'm getting a phone call real quick. I need to take. So
That's fine.
sorry, guys.
That was just good time.
Yeah, it was good timing.
Give me like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I stopped watching the X-Files after the first movie came out. I remember not. I think that was like around that time that season 5 ended, right? I just couldn't watch season 6. I just didn't like it. I think there's like 11 seasons. No, I don't think. I think there's like 9 seasons, isn't there?
Isn't it back?
I think it might be back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another season came out.
Season 1 through 4, I remember just being like the greatest thing I'd ever saw, though.
Yeah, I've only actually ever seen season 1.
Well, that's not a bad season to watch, in truth.
Okay, so yeah, I've gotten probably some of the best of it.
Yeah, most certainly. I would say a lot of like its best episode, like the very first episode, I think is actually the best in the entire series.
Yeah, I do remember really liking the first episode. Like I thought it set up the characters well.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like the first episode in the series is like in the first episode of the first season is basically like it embodies the tone of everything that come after it pretty much. It like establishes Mulder and Scully's relationship perfectly. It like encapsulates like the kind of missions they're going to be on. Like it's just one of the greatest first episodes to anything that I can recall.
I also saw the movie, but I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Yeah, and oh god, how does it end? It's like I think it ends with Scully listening to the tape of Mulder's like therapy, and it just ends with the episode like on a dark screen, and you just hear him over the recording say, "I want to believe." It's just like, pure Kino.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well. I am drawing you guys. I'm not drawing you guys. I'm drawing you guys.
All right.
Okay.
None of us can die.
Yes. See. This is perfect.
I was gonna say, if you're drawing me, it's gonna be kind of awkward right now because I'm not wearing pants.
That's not a problem for me. Not a problem. Usually when things are pantsless, things are better.
As your stay-at-home housewife for the future, I have to say it's good that you're accompanied to seeing my very hairy legs.
I was gonna say, when are we gonna tie the knot and finish this deal, man?
No, I'm trying to figure
I
out
keep-
when we're gonna squad up for Vermintide. I think Pruitt's the only person who's even played Vermintide in here. You guys are missing out.
I have it.
I want to, but I'm.
That game like rules my life right now.
We know. You zone out all the time.
This morning I went back because my time zone is way earlier than you guys'. So I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, I got time, and I conk back out for like another 4 hours.
Oh, what's your time zone?
Eastern.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Eastern, Michigan,
Oh yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's strange. Cat, get away from me, cat.
So what's you guys' plan for killing this thing?
Corner it and shoot it, which is a really bad plan.
Yeah.
That plan has like no meat on.
I'm a big fan of my grenade idea. Just shove a grenade in its chest and then like when it heals over, because it like regenerates or whatever, just let it blow up inside it.
Man, if we can get that close to it, yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
I
the
think
next thing I'm doing when I catch it is shooting its legs off.
See, no, I'm wondering when our trusty navigator is going to join us and help us defeat this thing. That's what I'm wondering.
So I wouldn't hold your breath.
Probably as soon as you call him over.
Yeah, the captain has some sway over the boy, but not that much.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, you're good. Oh man.
All right, so I think I was saying we can move out of like direct combat turn order if so you guys can sort of we'll move it almost like a skill challenge sort of thing where you guys can make moves to try to get close in with it.
That sounds good to me.
Fastest one here, so I'm just gonna activate my legs and then sprint 39 meters.
Wait, what? I would assume you were the slowest.
No, remember I replaced my legs.
I thought you only had time to replace one leg. Am I crazy?
He's got new legs.
He did that on the first trip, and then like another trip a couple sessions later he did the other one.
Now, if you ask me, replacing your legs would make you slower, but I believe you.
Well, they're high quality legs.
Okay.
Showing off right now because I just want Kel to see. 39 meters just down the hallway.
Yo, is there a 40k like cleric? Is there like a class that can like just banish this thing back to the warp without actually fighting it?
I figured if
that's
anyone could
called
do it,
a-
it would be a psyker.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that's called a saint.
Oh,
We don't have one of those.
sure don't.
We do have a psyker, though.
No, I'm a navigator.
Mm,
I mean, we had more psychers, but then somebody let them get killed.
Wouldn't me.
Was it me? It could have been me. Was it me? I was like, was it me actually? Oh, shit.
Guys, I don't remember.
Why isn't this working? Guys, my computer sucks.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. I'm drawing, and technically speaking, the tablet that I used does not function with the program that I use. Technically speaking.
So you just like jerry-rigged it somehow?
Yeah. Like I've found like workarounds. And hey, you know, it's working. So
Alrighty.
I'm making the pictures sometimes.
I should draw this warp demon.
I was thinking about it.
I don't know.
Now,
I think I did a pretty good job in paint.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love
I like
the
it.
arms.
Yeah, no, it's great.
wait, now my question is, Captain, if I gave you the $20, would you draw Zag cleaning the floors with like Captain Riven in the background, just giving him the eye?
Stop.
100%. Yeah.
All right, so I
need
send me a link and I'll send you $20.
Okay. All right. We can do. Oh,
Sounds like a commission to me.
it sounds like a commission to me. Exactly. And there's nothing that can be done
Running down to
about
the
it.
copyright office.
That was a good one,
And
Josh.
I will put it in the art channel every day for a year until I get another picture taken down and Jim gives me another talking to.
Send that shit to the Louvre, man. It's gonna be great.
So what are y'all doing here?
Well, first off, I think we need to panic and make sure that the entire ship is panicking. I feel like that is the first thing we need to do. So yeah, is everybody on board with that?
You're talking to somebody who's not there, man. I'm down the hall.
All right, Kel, are you down for panicking? Like just telling?
No, that's generally not the good thing to do in this situation. So
Mm.
you're on drugs.
Shh. I hate it when you're right, Kel, but you're right.
Uh-huh.
I hate it when you're right.
Oh, you got me.
You got me there.
It's like from Mug, you're awesome. Just shoot him in the face. Oh god, a heart attack. Down. Couldn't handle the warp-related horror.
If the captain wasn't kind of useful, Kel is thinking about it.
Oh
He's
god, I
calculating
have no
if he
way
can
of
get
stopping it. It
if he
just
can
came
get past
right at
that
it.
fuel.
I mean,
That's very clearly a bullet.
I just picked up a pistol and shot him right there in front of me, guys.
okay, guys. Now hold on. So far I have been very useful in combat situations, despite my efforts.
Despite
I've tried
me
my best.
throwing combat skills,
Yeah.
I'm still pretty good.
Something's wrong. Okay. Well, crew, what do we think would be the best, other than like an APB / where the fuck is this? Is there any technological solutions? Like, do we have any scanners that maybe could pick up, like this scanner picks up fucked up shit? Turn it on.
I'm pretty sure that's what we have psychers for.
Are there any left? Are there any
I
left?
think there's 3 left because he killed one, 2 ran away, and they probably ran into my murder servitors,
They're
Okay.
technically
and
still
another
two.
one was still in there.
Okay. Well, you know what? Then they'll be perfectly fine and safe to help us. They're not damaged psychologically beyond repair, so we'll just get them to help us.
They're like warped, so they're probably some kind of resistance.
Yeah, I mean these guys are like, they face this kind of shit every day. They just don't get killed by it every day.
Mhm.
Well, the captain would head towards where he thinks this thing is going, while at the same time giving orders over Vox. And the barracks does seem like a likely place.
All right. So you guys, is everyone pretty much heading towards that area?
Yeah, I think yes, I think we should head towards there.
I'm just going there a lot faster.
All right.
Well,
So you guys begin proceeding that way. There's, you're pretty much following a trail of bodies. The walls are just sprayed with blood as you guys keep running past, and there's a couple, survivors who are just sort of catatonic from what they've seen. They're just sort of sitting there with these 1,000-yard stares, covered in their blood of their fellows. So you guys start getting closer to the main crew quarters, and as you are passing through the galley, essentially like the sort of kitchen eating area on the ship, you guys enter there, and it looks like there's like about a solid like inch of like standing blood on the floor. Tons of people in here have been slaughtered, and you guys see this creature standing like on top of a table, and it's got basically someone is lying on it, and it's just tearing chunks of flesh out of their body as it's just sort of like consuming them. And you guys can see as it like rips like pounds of flesh off this corpse, it swallows them, and then like it sort of goes down, and then the chunks of what it's eating just falls like right back out of its open stomach onto the floor. So it's pretty much just like eating people for fucking no reason. And then it sort of just like, as you guys walk in, it slowly looks up at you guys and bares its teeth again.
I just get get on the Vox and go, God damn it, people, stop dying. That makes it stronger.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have any like signs of wounds at this point.
Oh god. All right, so yeah, we gotta all hit it hard before it can get away.
Or maybe we should try to talk to it.
No. No.
We've tried violence. I feel like
No.
I really hope this is where the captain like bites it. Like maybe we should rationalize with it. Bam.
Captain.
Yes.
But no. You know that that's not going to work.
Yeah,
It is a
me too.
warp entity of the chaos. It is not going to listen to you.
I've I
And he
think
points with his sword. It's eating chunks of people for no fucking reason.
I think people give warp entities a bad name.
Are you?
Meanwhile,
Are you trying to make me kill you, Josh?
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
Because that's about like I'm trying not to roleplay here.
Just having a laugh.
Oh, God.
Just keeping things light.
Okay,
I think he's testing the waters. That's what it is. It was just a prank, bro. It was just a prank.
Full aim action. But I'm aiming at Captain Ryven.
Because Kel is trying not to run his sword right through his gut right now.
The captain is smiling, obviously joking. Of course, this is how people die.
It's just a
Of
prank,
course,
bro.
he's also jacked up on stims, and I know that, so it looks
Yeah.
rather creepy and ominous when you do that.
Yeah, his eyes
Yeah,
are super dilated.
I mean, he says this while pulling out a grenade, so like you guys don't need to worry too much.
Yeah, okay.
Rain, you heard me, though, right?
No.
I said, while he's over there cracking jokes, I take a full aim on this thing while they're over there talking.
Alright, so it's Captain's turn right now. Captain.
Yes. Can you throw more than one grenade at a time?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Perhaps if you had a grenade launcher.
A grenade launcher.
Or maybe some kind of like trait or skill or something like that, like grenadier or something.
Mm-hmm. Then I will throw a grenade. That is what I'm doing, and then with my other half action, I think I'll do a dodge or a parry actually, just in case this thing comes at me.
You get that for free. You don't
Oh,
have
you
to
do?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a reaction or something.
Yeah, parry's actually a reaction to getting hit with a melee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
Well,
parry or dodge.
Well, I'll take a defensive action, which gives you like a bonus, doesn't it? Is it anything like fantasy? Isn't that how that works?
You can take like a...
Yeah, you can take a... Well, no, dodge is... you can take a defensive stance, and you get... Opponent takes a negative 20% to their weapon skill. Yes.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
Can you do that and throw a grenade though?
No, a defensive stance is a full round, full action. So
Okay.
no, you could not.
Well, then I'm just gonna throw a grenade. Just that's what I'm doing.
Fuck it.
This thing's about 50
Yeah.
feet away. What kind of grenade?
I only have on me frack and crack, I think. Yeah, keep 3 of each. So, frag, I guess. I don't know. Crack might.
What's the other one do again?
Crack is the one that can stun them. So that might be.
Stun the fuck out of it. That would be wow. I don't know
It
if
couldn't
works.
phase away.
But it
So,
might not work either.
It might not work. Yeah, that's the gamble though.
True.
Well, we've blown fucking chunks in this thing. I want to see what happens with a crack grenade. So I'm gonna try it.
so crack grenades are basically like anti-armor, anti-bunker
Oh.
grenades.
Okay.
And so I'll actually read the powerful detonations do not produce a blast effect, however, making them impractical for use against most infantry or other moving targets. Imagine
gotcha.
like a handheld shape charge.
Okay. Well, then I'll just throw a frag then. Weapon skill?
Yes.
Or sorry, ballistic skill.
Yes, ballistic. Sorry.
Any modifier you think?
Not right now.
So
Hey, you got those fate points, my man. You
I-
could spend. You could spend one.
I have 2, and I am face to face with a warp entity. I'm going to
Wow.
see what happens. Maybe it'll bounce off a wall and roll right next to
Maybe.
him. Right? You know, it's possible. Anything's possible.
Well, I think that's what would happen if you spend fate. To be fair, but
Well, I only have a 38%, so it's like the odds are not in my favor.
Oh man.
and you ended up just fragging it or whatever.
So this grenade lands
I might have my feet. Please don't say that.
5 meters away from it, and
Okay.
towards you and to the left. So it makes it like halfway towards it, just about, and then sort of detonates on top of a small pile of human bodies, throwing more pink mist and gore into the air.
Oh
Nice.
God,
Well,
Captain.
I use my free action to be like, Kel, kill it.
Oh God, somebody has to. Okay.
All right, so this thing,
Shoot its phased leg off.
it and as you throw the grenade at it, it's like looking at you guys, and then you, like, you know, hey, everyone, stand back! I got this. And you pull out your grenade and
It's worked
throw
before.
it, and you can see its eyes like follow the grenade, like track it through the air, and then it just like lands like 15 feet away from it, and then boom, just like creates like a large mist of blood and guts, and then it just sort of like just looks back at you guys. Just go, huh, interesting tactic.
Is it if it's smart enough to take a snarky attitude with me, then it's smart enough for diplomancy. Let me have 5 minutes with it.
No.
Here's
Come
what
back
I'm.
and be fucking it.
What did it do earlier? It like crushed that dude's head and then regenerated itself. So with all this like blood mist you put in the air, it probably has like passive regen now. It's like as the blood like descends or like falls on it, you know, it's just like adding to its HP like 1 HP per second or something.
I'm doing it a favor, so I'm sweetening it up for the deal. I'm sweetening it up for the deal.
I'm about to
gonna
cut
be
the
like-
captain. I'm about to cut the captain's head off.
That'll only strengthen it.
You're gonna thank me when I am fucking this thing, because it won't be killing people when I'm fucking
Oh
it.
my god. It's actually so hideous. Just fucking kill it.
Oh,
Like, just
what would happen if I killed the captain right now?
You just blame it on the warp hole. You know, the right of captainhood, become the rogue trader multi-class.
I think technically speaking, it would pass down. I don't think it works like that.
Rip.
That's I'm just saying. It's just me.
Oh man, so this thing it actually rushes towards you guys now. It closes the distance.
Yeah.
Quite fast. So now it's about 20 feet away from you, and its long, spindly black arms with claws on the end swipe out towards you guys. And
Come on, Twinkle Toes.
one swipes at the captain, misses. The other swipes at Solar, misses. And then the third swipes at Kel. And if you would like to attempt to
Connects.
dodge.
I think I'm gonna go ahead, since I said I have my power sword out. I'm gonna do that.
Parry its arm off.
I'm gonna parry it. Oh, and I get a plus 15 because I have an awesome power sword with
Yeah.
2 degrees of success.
Hell yeah, baby.
So I'm gonna need, let's see, 75% chance. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
Give me 1 second.
Fuck them up real good.
Yeah, because like Kel's basically about to be like, together. Like we need to engage this thing in melee because
Yeah, remember you have +10, so whenever you get ready, you ready.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
Wow. Low roll. Kind of wasted, fortunately.
Well, that's like that falls within the 75 degree.
Yeah, no, I just.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Still a 2.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, that would have been awesome to use on an attack on you guys earlier.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Fuck me, right? But yeah, so you actually bring your sword up, and as these claws are coming at you, you slice it off right at sort of like its first elbow joint. And the actual part itself of the creature, it falls to the ground and immediately like begins shriveling and rotting.
Yeah.
It lets out a pretty daggone loud screech.
It's just like.
Yeah, just like that. So,
All right, I have a question.
yeesh.
How many actions does it cost for me to walk? Is it like a half action or full action or what?
well, there's your half your move is a half action. So like for me, 4 meters is a half action, 8 meters is a full move. So I don't know what with your legs like what those numbers are, but
No, my numbers are still like a half walk is 3, a full walk is 6. I just have the ability to double that.
oh, okay, cool. So then yeah, you can move 3 meters as a half action.
Okay, and how far away is this thing from me?
It was about 50.
Well, but it moved up on us though, right?
Yes. It closed the distance to about 20. So it's probably. I'm trying to do math in my head. This is hard. It's probably like
You have to do.
if you move towards it. How many meters? Is it 3 meters?
Yeah, 3 meters. That's what, like 16 feet or something, or 15 feet.
Yeah, you're about like another like 15 feet away from it.
Somebody did the trigonometry on that shit.
All right, now my question is, would I be able to get into point blank range?
Well, that's within 3 meters. Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost exactly 3 meters from it.
Sweet.
As of right now, or if I walk?
I thought you already walked.
No, I'll just take the half walk.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I'll
So
take-
use the half walk and then you get there.
Does my full aim action actually count from before combat, or is that just negated?
That wasn't really on your turn, so.
I didn't even think we were in combat yet. I was just doing that while I was waiting for them to show up, and we'll just
Well,
start
yeah,
arguing.
but aiming implies not moving.
That's
So
fair.
so you can't aim and move in the same turn, basically.
All right, well, in that case, toughness checked, activate the Logos implant. I would really appreciate the captain's help on these things, because I don't want it to shut down on me.
Are you telling me what to do with my +10 bonus? Because that's mutiny, my friend.
Asking as a favor,
All right.
because I don't want to lose the upper half of my face for the rest of the fight.
I'm sorry, it's tech use, not toughness. Not that it matters because you passed.
No, I want to see how much I pass with the tech keys. Never mind, I'll take the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
It's both actually. So
Oh.
the tech use is to activate it, and the toughness is to not gain exhaustion from it.
Okay. Now, I'm gonna try and shoot this thing's leg. Kel already cut one leg off, right?
He cut off like the hand that was swiping at you guys, the main claw from its back.
All right, I'm gonna try this off,
You're what?
and I only get one shot.
You broke up.
I'm gonna try and shoot this thing's front left leg off.
So a called shot.
Yeah, by the sound of it.
Yep.
All right, so I'm point blank. That's 30. And then what? That's minus 20 from called shot, so 10.
Yep.
And then 10 from my Logos implant. All right, so I hit with my single shot.
Sweet. Nice.
Do I roll again?
Yep. Oh yeah, dude. Rolled a fucking 10. Holy
oh my
shit.
god.
Wait, but why is it different though? Wait
going
a
on?
minute. How do you keep having different outcomes if they're all 10s?
No, it says 10 plus 4. And then it says, oh,
Well, I
the
know-
first one, it just appears wrong. 'Cause in the math, it says 10 plus 4. The next one's 10 plus 4. And then the one after that is 10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, it's just one is 13, one is 14, and the other is 14. That's the only reason I'm like,
Yeah, I
Same.
don't understand
Yeah,
why it's
that
13,
is-
14.
Fucking strange.
I'm hovering over it, and it says 10 plus 4.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. I
well,
just-
yeah.
Well,
Well, in
I'll roll
the
one more time. Okay, there we go. And then 7 penetration on all of that.
God damn. All right, let me look at this real quick.
Do 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 do.
All right. A solid blow to the leg sends electric currents of agony coursing through the target. The target takes 1d5 levels of fatigue and halves all movements for 1d5 rounds.
No, that right there is a spicy meatball.
That is some of the most retarded fucking holy wrath energy damage I've ever seen.
Now imagine if I actually got to take 3 shots.
Okie doke.
So 47 damage to this thing.
Yeah, its front leg is pretty much evaporated at the joint, and it falls forward, trying to like sort of like pick itself up off of like this bloody stump where it now only has 3 legs. It actually uses one of its other hands to sort of like pick itself up again. It's sort
Good,
of
it's wounded.
yeah. There's vast amounts of blood. Like blood isn't just like coming out of this stump. It's like fire hose shooting out of it, and you're like, there's no way there's that much blood in this thing, but it's just coursing out.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, this past winter when a deer ran out in front of me when I was driving home on the icy pavement. See, like, deer are really stupid.
Yeah, they're
They have
fucking
hooves.
retarded.
Yeah, they have hooves and they don't understand like what concrete is, or asphalt rather. So it's like running on dirt and it's like, oh, this is how I normally run, and then it hits the asphalt and then it just immediately like freaks out because all of a sudden it's not dirt anymore, and this thing just sprawls out in front of me and I had to like swerve off the road. But that's exactly what this thing reminds me of. It's like dancing around on hooves, like on this like hard metal surface. Like, hooves do not do well on metal, and anything harder than dirt they're just not made for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's a reason why they put up those deer signs.
Yeah.
They're worried about hurting the deer. They're worried about the deer fucking hurting us.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen people hit a deer and then the deer get up and walk away and their car is totaled.
Yeah.
So, Kel, your turn.
okay. What do
Around.
I mean, do I want to just unload on it with the pistols? So it could technically do more damage overall.
You do have a +10. Whatever you do.
Oh, +10, yeah. Okay, yeah. Seeing this thing take a grievous blow from our tech priest Solar there. Well done. He doffs his hat right quick as he's sheathing Zero and pulls out his bolt pistols
A hasty doff.
and just fucking goes Pulp Fiction on this thing. As I mean, I'm like point blank range, right?
I'm just screenshotting that damage I just rolled so I can save it for later.
I literally just did the same thing. That's retarded.
Nice. So it's gonna be
Wait, no, my bad. That wasn't let's see, that's 20. That's actually 48 damage, and I don't know how this thing's still alive, but it's going.
Well, it's regenerating itself by the sounds of it.
Should have just gone for the head.
I have a feeling that would have made zero difference. To be honest, I feel like this thing like doesn't need its head, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, then at least it couldn't run away.
all right. So yeah, I got enough to do all 4 of my damages. So first bolt, it's gonna be 12. Second bolt, 10, 13, and 11. So that's gonna be a grand total of 46 damage.
Jesus Christ.
4 penetration on each of those.
And you guys were like, "We need our navigator." You guys got your own eyes to the warp. It's called bolt pistols.
Yeah.
No big deal.
But Kel, in anticipation, is already going to start kind of leaning a direction to dodge, thinking that this thing might lash out if it doesn't get put down.
Pieces of the target's body fly in all directions as he is torn into bloody globlets by the attack.
Globlets. Now watch this thing regenerate into smaller versions of itself, and then there's just like 4 of them.
It's T1000 rules. Like it's just.
Actually, yeah, I if you look at my rolls, I shot it in the body, in the right leg, so it has multiple right legs.
All right, so that was
I guess
both
you could
of-
be like an ultra dick and be like, "Oh, well, you know, the rules say that you hit the right leg and it's not there, so."
the leg
Well, yeah.
explodes in an eruption of blood, killing the target immediately and sending tiny fragments of bone, clothing, and armor hurling off in all directions.
Hey, you got that on the captain or something, on the pirate captain. I remember this.
Yeah. That's yeah, cut his arm off.
Yeah, the
Actually-
same thing happened with his arm.
How far are you from this thing?
I mean, it was right up on me, wasn't it? Or does it have reach?
Well, yeah, I just couldn't remember if you moved closer before you shot it or not.
No, because I mean, I knew it was within like 15 feet or so.
Right.
So I knew it was still close range.
It was supposed to
Okay.
be 20 away, I believe, is what we had said previously.
Uh,
Or like it moved up 30 or something.
Solar's within 3 meters. Solar, give me a 1d10. Actually, let me check this.
Too late, I already rolled.
Dude, you are like super robot right now,
He is, which is perfect.
but also
So-
annoying.
So
Yes, but also annoying. Yeah,
bits of
it is annoying.
bits of shrapnel and bone. You're right next to this thing, and these like pretty much 40 mike grenades just boom, 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 fly straight past you, sink into this thing, and then erupt, and just fucking send bits of it everywhere at Mach fuck. So there's
Nice.
But there's also more gore coming out of it than normal.
oh yeah, like there's just an unreasonable amount of mass that comes out of
Bone.
this thing. Just bone, teeth, little spikes, just fucking everything. So you take about 5 wounds of like shrapnel damage as these things just like come and like
Oh.
they sort of like any bits of you that are metal, they sort of like stick into, you know, like kind of harmlessly, but like parts of you that are flesh are pretty well torn. You know, you got a bunch of cuts all over you and a couple of bones that are, you know, bone fragments that are stuck inside you, but nothing life-threatening, but it fucking hurts.
I just activate my auto wound.
You're what now?
I have nanobots that can repair my body.
Yeah, I just couldn't hear what you said is all because you.
Yeah, you're super like robot.
He's just gonna get more and more robot guy. We have to get comfortable with it.
Inevitable.
Am I better?
A little bit for now.
Oh well, I activate my auto wound just so I can just regenerate.
It's all right.
I guess we just got a deal.
I think it's fantastic because he's like, guys, I'm more robot than normal now. It's perfect. I'm not making fun of you, by the way. I think it is actually perfect.
Oh no, I like it too.
Yeah,
It
no,
works well.
like it works.
Stop hating on the tech priest.
All right, so you guys have murdered violently this warp entity.
You know what? He was just here to talk, but
Oh God.
it all got off.
Incinerate the remains. I would.
No, I already called in a flamer to the other room, so I'm gonna call like 6 to this one.
Yeah, Kel's gonna start walking around to make sure this thing didn't like shit a baby out or, you know.
Wow. It just drops one like a giraffe.
just-
Just drops one.
Yeah, just like lays an egg in somebody or some shit. He's kind of freaked out right now.
Awesome. Give
I
me
mean,
one
him should
second.
be.
Give me 1 second to run to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
It's good times for all.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Nobody's
like
gonna die.
this is like the third event in a row that has happened to Kel that's like really making him question.
Everything?
Yeah.
You are getting your own ship, so maybe the amount of these occurrences will drastically drop off. Who can say?
I mean,
Maybe
shit's
there's some
always-
other. Yeah,
Maybe
go on.
there's some kind of lowest common denominator between all these events. Who can say?
Yeah, I don't know who that would be though.
I'm
What?
just teasing.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
It's me. That's what it is.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
I'm a
It
warp
is you.
magnet.
You are. You're just so perfect at navigation that like
They just
So
want me
like-
back. They just
Yeah. like come on, come home.
God, please no.
He is the ghost runner. We must find him.
Oh my god.
We only see his wake. We never see him when he is in the warp.
Who's this? Oh no.
Just talking about Zag, like all these warp entities are coming for him because his great warp jumps.
It just draws them in, yeah, and they're just like, what the fuck was that?
This delicious boy will be mine.
It was too fast to eat.
We can't catch him in the warp. We will take him in his world, in his realm.
Take him from the rear.
Oh my! Oh,
Yep.
went too far, Rain.
It's kind of warped. He's on point.
I mean, hey, Slanesh exists. All right, so what's the plan now? Yeah, so a couple minutes after a team of soldiers comes in, they all have heavy flamers, and as they walk in here, like 2 of them immediately like start throwing up at the sight and smell of this galley right now.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that maybe you want to like disinfect the area, like.
Well, they're about to with fire.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no,
that's
right.
right.
But I mean, like maybe before or after that. You know in Super Troopers where they throw like the delousing powder on you and then just like hose you down. You might just want to do that to the whole like hallway. You know, just throw box soap everywhere and then just spray it down.
Yeah, the captain's gonna request his own personal cleaning.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
Mm-hmm.
Bath time for Captain.
Bad time for captain, inside and out. Let's do it, guys.
Somebody want to let me know that the thing is over.
Yeah, as far as Zach knows, it's just like there's just
Yeah.
something horrible going on in the
Like-
ship.
Nobody tell Zag. Let's just see how long.
There's alarms going off. There's like all sorts of shit. It's just
I'm just over there like he's hiding behind some cardboard boxes right now. Let's just keep him over there for like 2 hours.
You guys are bullies.
he's not
Bullies.
hurting anyone.
Kel will call the all clear once the flamers get there and light it up. He'll call the all.
Come on.
Yeah, these guys, they're like retching through their work. You know, I mean, you guys.
Retching while we were. Sorry.
We are silly tonight, folks.
I love it though. They freaking start torching this place, and then some servitors come over and they start bringing some shop vacs, and they're sucking up all the blood, and start picking up corpses and getting them out of there. After they've been fire treated.
As you do.
It smells really fucking bad.
Yeah.
It just smells
Smells like-
awful.
Just
Nothing
the
like the
worst.
smell of napalm in the morning.
It's the smell
Oh,
of
yeah.
victory.
It is the smell of it. You guys did it. Good job.
Oh man. Did a good job in there.
Good hustle, team. Good hustle.
We gave it 110%. We left it all out on the field.
Stay within yourself.
Oh, geez.
Perform like you practiced. That's why I put in the reps. It's all heart.
Are you guys talking about football?
I
Sports
just was
in
going
general,
usual, just cliched pep
Yeah.
talk, coach speech bullshit.
Go sports. Go sports.
Yeah. Cancel the apocalypse.
Sports. Go sports. I think the captain is in for a real nice soak. I think he's done for a little while, guys. Don't worry about it. You guys handle the cleanup. He's just gonna check out for a little while.
Sure.
I'm just gonna go find Sigmund and take him to the training area and shoot at him for a while, take off some stress.
Oh my god.
I asked Kel if he wants to join. Call it training.
You guys are violent.
No, I don't like shooting at people unless I have to.
But it's part of his training.
Well, that's between you and your student. I don't want to interfere.
Technically, he's your student.
Well, whatever you're doing with him, you do with him. I'll train him like how I want.
That's what
You asked me to
literally
train
said
him.
Last time was I throw him in the training room and I shoot at him for like a couple hours.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
So in all seriousness, how the hell did we had clean warps moving into
Well,
football?
they are their own thing, though, right? They open up their minds to war.
Yeah, I mean that's just that happens with psychers sometimes. I've just never seen it. That was fucked up.
Yeah, so basically, this for like a little bit like lore background. So the psychers and astropaths, they're all they're very, very tightly controlled by the Imperium because of potentials like this. So if there's just some random psyker on some feudal planet who has no idea how to use his powers or even has any idea that he has powers, and then one day, something just decides to possess him, then that's really horrible.
It's over.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
I think my problem was I've been confused all along. I've been confused the difference between the navigator and the psychers.
The book addresses it. I'm technically a psyker, but I'm also not kind of my own thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the
the
navigators.
navigator's like the periscope.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay.
So
Can-
they
can-
they're warp sensitive. So the navigators, their main thing is that they can actually look into the warp without, going absolutely crazy and having their mind shredded, which is a big deal
Oh, so-
for astral
Yeah, I was
travel.
gonna say that's really important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The
That's why you can't just have an
astropaths.
astropath do it.
Yeah, the astropaths don't have the same gift where they can just look into the warp and just see, and guide a ship. But they can basically take the warp and use it almost like magic.
Yeah.
So
They're adepts. Like in Mass Effect, they would be an adept.
yeah. So they're used from everything from menial tasks like sending messages from ship to ship, because that's sort of, that's really the only way that communications can be passed relatively quickly through an entire galaxy. Because even if you're just sending regular like radio or vox waves, those can only travel at the speed of light, and when it's 300 light years between you and the nearest planet next to you,
Right.
so basically the Imperium sort of operates off of these long chains of psychers. So like say you wanted to send a message from Riven to Footfall, you'd basically send like a message to the nearest person, and then they would relay that message to the nearest person, and then they would relay
Gotcha.
that message to the nearest person, and then
You
eventually,
got daisy chain that shit.
yeah, and then it
And-
sort of just
and-
eventually
but-
makes its way.
So the actual message has to like enter the warp though, right? Because like how else could it travel faster than the speed of light?
Mhm.
Or does it just like it has to involve the warp in some way, right? Because that's how you summon
Yeah,
demons.
yeah, they sort of. So anytime that an astropath tries to use their powers in any way, they basically have to like reach out and tap into the warp with their mind.
Okay.
And whenever they do this,
There's
warp
a chance of this happening.
warp entities, like there's creatures in the warp that belong to chaos gods. There's creatures in the warp that don't belong to anything. Like they just exist. They're just fucked up creatures that just exist.
They're just their own.
Yeah, they don't
They're
belong to anyone. They just are
They're
there.
possibly misunderstood, though.
Oh
Yeah. And
We don't know that. We don't know that every warp entity is like this. We don't. We don't.
Yeah, we
can't
do.
know.
Yeah, we do.
We literally do.
I find
I- like-
y'all's lack of compassion disturbing.
I find. Rain, can we talk privately? I really.
Sure.
I don't want to be a dick, but I'm about to blow the captain's head off. If we're role playing.
There's no.
Yeah, there's like a threshold, like how much you can say.
Well, but no, like seriously, in this, if somebody said what you said, your head would already be gone.
Yeah, for real.
And so I feel like I'm
I-
breaking character by not killing you. And
I think that maybe the reason why we're out here is to test those limits. That's all I'm saying.
no, we let the Xeno shit slide, but this is fucking chaos. It just murdered like 100 people. What do you misunderstand about that?
Okay, so
Where-
here's
Where
my
is
thought.
the misunderstanding?
Here's my thought. Do you know why we know that warp entities and chaos are terrible? Do you know why? It's not because we sit at home and we don't think about it or interact with them. We know they're terrible because we go out there, like we're doing. We're working real hard right now. So
I'm pretty sure that sure you don't have to go anywhere to have bad experiences with, like, for example, like latent psychers who don't know they're psychers and they just get possessed one day. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, they're just walking portals to the
Yeah.
warp. This is literally everywhere.
I feel like maybe you guys have lost the forest for the trees.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be the night that Kel kills the captain, and then I change
I
characters.
like to think that everything that Zag's ever been whispering in your ear about the captain, just all of it, like, comes to the forefront of your mind.
Oh
Like,
my
for the
god,
past
he
2
was
years.
right. Kel's fucking power sword flips on.
What are you doing? What's going on?
He's like, oh,
Bros.
is there another warp entity behind me?
No.
I thought we're bros, man.
I'm starting to think that there is a warp entity behind you.
Oh, I get it. Oh, we have fun around here, but we really don't want, don't we? Yeah, I
I
know.
don't want to kill another player's character, Josh. That's all I'm saying. That's
Guys,
screw it to Josh.
That's
But
if you guys,
hell to the
if you
captain,
guys,
I should have already killed you by now.
I mean, you
you
think
guys,
this is bad. We were in an escape pod, and he was like, "Well, no one's ever seen the Emperor before." And like, look at him.
I mean, it's true, but neither here nor there. If you,
Now, I'm not saying Solar approves, but he just kind of like goes around the corner and starts meditating over there.
Listen, okay, from like we're talking about like actuals. Like I've been feeding the captain's corruption to you guys for sessions.
Yeah.
If somebody did go crazy and kill him, I personally would not be upset.
Go crazy. I like how you put that.
No,
Yeah.
It's probably like the rational thing to do at this point.
rational
No, it's not.
response to you going crazy.
If,
totally
if
irrational.
someone else went crazy,
It's totally
That's
irrational.
something a crazy person would say.
It's totally irrational. You guys know. You guys know I'm right most of the time. You do. I know you do.
so
That's why you
this
put up with me.
this might be a decent time to bring up a sidebar that I was going to talk to you guys about possibly
Killing the captain.
making
Let's put a pin in killing the captain. Step over to this sidebar.
So, I had been playing with the idea of you guys essentially, if you want, you could make alternate characters to basically, for instance, in the case of Zach, who rarely leaves the ship, he could potentially play a different person who, for whenever you guys go off the ship, instead of him just being there, you could have someone who goes with you guys that he role plays them as well. But you guys could also say something did happen to the captain, then obviously we would work with that to
Well, it's a funny way to say mutiny.
No.
Here's the thing. I'm confused about the logistics and the hierarchy of Rogue Trader. Like,
Yeah.
could Kellenon just be like, no, I am Ryven Williams? Is there identity theft?
it would be tough to like pass yourself off as someone.
Kel wouldn't do that.
depending on the circumstances.
He would
Like,
kill
if-
the captain. He wouldn't try to claim it, though.
Yeah, because you wouldn't want my rep.
Just
No.
kill the captain and then say the demon got him.
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, just shoot him in the face. Oh, I have no idea what happened. The arms just came out of nowhere and just killed it. Sir, this is very clearly a bullet wound. So, like I said, the arms just came out of nowhere.
I feel like
Sword.
It's
I feel
funny.
like maybe
The arms shoot
maybe
bullets.
you guys.
The arm, it shot bullets out of its mouth. Chaos. Who knew?
It's chaos. Crazy shit was happening.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In other words, it wasn't the captain's fault. I'm high on drugs, guys. I need an intervention.
That's
all I need.
It is. I did mean to PM everybody and be like, what if we gave the captain an intervention?
Well, then this is the captain's intervention. I'm about to kill you. If you don't stop saying crazy shit. Captain Ryven Williams.
Oh, my God.
As I'm still holding the Lassiter, not pointing
Yeah.
it at you, but pointing it at a 45-degree angle between us, slightly.
If I happen to pull the trigger, it's your fault.
I don't want to kill you, but I will.
Oh, my God, this is amazing. This is
You
great.
guys are acting pretty serious all of a sudden. I don't know what's
Yes.
the problem here.
You are.
I don't understand. Like, where did this aggression come from? All right, guys. Maybe you know what? We've had a really stressful after. We've had a really stressful time. I think maybe we should just walk away from this for a little bit. How about that?
Just like the night with the Colts.
Yeah. When you murdered my cult. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me.
Technically, that was not Kel.
That
Technically, it
wasn't me.
No. Yeah. It was.
You had me murder the guys that murdered your cult.
It was Zach. It was Zach.
No,
actually.
technically it wasn't. I called for Hofstetter alone. I was not in the wrong there. In fact, I was trying to prevent myself from killing your cult by calling him. I thought I was being responsible.
All right, guys. How about this? I know you guys. Mhm. All right. I get it. I feel like you're hostile towards me, and that's something that I can't change.
Well,
I'll
yeah,
be completely honest. I want to see how far it goes. I want to see when Kel eventually does kill you. I just want to see it happen.
well, I mean, just, like, how long were we playing?
I suppose until the game ends, right? I mean,
No, I mean tonight.
Oh.
Just saying, you might just hang on for a minute.
Like just
Oh,
stand by.
Stand by. Stand by.
Hold.
Hold.
That's literally what I'm saying to my impulse right now to kill the captain.
All right,
Sorry, guys. I need a bio break. I'm gonna piss myself if I keep laughing.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll. We're gonna make some
Actually,
rolls.
I'm gonna call you on your box there, Cal.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, hey, did you kill the thing? I heard the all clear.
Yeah. Well, we're still got a thing. There's a situation.
I was gonna say, do you want like some milkshakes? We could celebrate victory.
Yeah, you should bring some milkshakes down.
Oh, okay, sick. How many people?
Just count how many people are at flamers, especially the ones that have already thrown up. Yeah, let's get like 15 down here. Yeah, if we get like 15 milkshakes.
Oh, okay. And I'll,
Yeah.
I'll click off like.
Yeah, strawberry.
Strawberry, I love it.
I can't.
Plenty
certainly
of
can't
chunks.
Plenty of chucks.
Certainly can't call or carry all those. So I'll have to get some navigator.
You have a whole
cultists
choir.
help. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole choir, man.
Yeah, I'm bringing them. I just maybe like 5 per person, so I'll take like 3 of them.
Yeah,
I'm like a tray.
Oh,
The-
you're too good for that. Come on, Zach.
the captain
You're
actually,
too much of a people's man.
he had some custom servitors made that basically their hands are like permanently like embedded into like a tray for like drink holders. So, so if you guys like, you could bring them all. Like,
I've also got some dildo ones. Just
Oh, yeah.
FYI, if somebody wants to
Okay.
use them.
Okay.
I will, I guess, utilize the custom-made drink servitor.
Okay, so
That's why we have them, I suppose.
okay, so the captain has failed a scrutiny test. The captain has failed a willpower test. And the captain has failed a carouse test.
Here's the thing: has the captain ever succeeded a single roll?
Only during combat. And that one time when he fucked Captain Sky. That
Oh,
was the only time.
last session he rolled a 2 to sober up. So
Oh, that's right.
there's that.
Um,
Well, when you
okay.
party that hard, you know how to do that.
Oh yeah.
yeah, exactly. Okay. So, Rain, I think maybe this would be an interesting time, given everything that's going on, if there was some kind of actual in-game reason why he's going crazy.
Okie doke.
All right. I took it upon myself to roll logic for Solar, and he's starting to think maybe he could use another servo skull at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So, because hear me out, and I'm talking out. He's been exposed to. He has now been like sprayed with warp entity at this point, while high on a lot of drugs. While also being someone who's inclined, like, he grew up on these stories of like not only the horrors of the great beyond, but the beauty of it, and so maybe he's a little deranged.
Not to mention the
Stax cult.
that, but all of the missing years in Ryden's life that he had to
Yes.
that he had to basically get the mind wiper to clear out of there.
Yeah. You guys don't know about that, but he's missing
Apparently
like
not.
10 years. Yeah, he's missing like 10 years.
Oh, is that why you party like you're 20? Because you're like 30 and don't realize it.
I'm 45 and party like I'm 20. Like,
Oh, okay.
he's missing some time.
Yeah, he dove into some pretty dark things and had to
So
sacrifice those memories to keep himself safe.
So GM, what do you
Well-
think would be happening right now?
Well, I
Given
was
those
gonna say that
circumstances.
I show up and then I was gonna do basically like a Sinisians, like when I got there. Be like, whoa, what the fuck happened here?
1.5. So where do you show up at? The basically.
Yeah, I have all the milkshakes and I'm like, hey, like, whoa!
Yeah.
Well, hi!
Make me a toughness check.
Oh yeah.
I don't see this going well.
Heave
No.
ho! Heave
don't either.
ho! Heave ho!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that.
you managed to not projectile vomit all over the captain.
I just like cough and like gag really hard. Like it's I just like drink more milkshake, try to like keep it down.
Did it take more than 20 minutes for him to get there?
It's the milkshake of solace.
I don't think it took more than 20 minutes. I mean, probably
Oh, this
like
is 35th century milkshake technology, man.
Good. I'm still over there meditating. I'm just over there in the corner meditating. You're just seeing pieces of metal just kind of float out of my body and fall onto the ground.
Yeah, it just
and the
there's
metal
little
around.
like tinging sounds as like his body just like pushes out these metal shrapnels and like bone and just fucking shit.
So did I see anything
Am I, like-
particularly around the captain with that senescence?
You see a sort of. You don't see any like direct like warp. Like he's not possessed or anything. But you can see sort of like this like haze that's sort of hanging around him. That's really the only way you can like describe it. Is like you can't really tell what it is. It's just sort of a haze.
Yeah, I'm totally fine.
Would that be like a forbidden lore to like think about or to like discern the nature of the haze?
Didn't you encounter something, Grace? Isn't that what Grace had?
It was more distinct. I remember he just kind of like told me that one.
Yeah, no, she was tainted by the warp.
Oh yeah, like it was pretty clear. Like her and a couple other people, like you could like see almost like the strands that sort of like connected them together in their foul beliefs, debauchery.
Yeah, they'd probably done a ritual or two.
Foul debauchery. Yeah. I like foul debauchery.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem.
So guys, I'm drawing a tiny little skull right now. It's really. I'm just trying not to think about you guys plotting against me.
I think I'm gonna roll up my psyker. No reason.
No reason. All right, that's fine.
Well, at this point, if Kel kills him, then Solar is just kind of let it go. He's starting to think after that logic roll. He's starting to think maybe I got on the wrong maybe I got on the wrong ship.
I'm back in the wrong horse, guys.
Yeah.
Shepherd book.
So maybe, just maybe, if Kel shoots him, then there just won't be any like recordings of what happened on the deck. Warp entity, he came through and all the cameras just turned off and deleted everything.
Well, he threw off a lot of electromagnetic radiation, right? And it just fried all the recording devices.
Yeah, see?
Just absolutely fried them, you know. Can't believe I made that toughness check though. I was sick.
What is your toughness?
What's your toughness threshold?
31.
Oh shit, you rolled a fucking 14. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got a 37 and I passed that willpower earlier. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I have a big willpower. Let's see. I've got like a 62 willpower.
Yeah, you're exactly double me.
As soon as I get some XP to burn up, I'm going to try and raise my perception.
All right, so you bring these milkshakes down there. They're super chunky, super chunky, super red, super reminiscent of everything around you.
Yeah. It blends right in.
Yep, just right in with the scenery. Also, what other delight machines did you get? I don't remember.
Oh, hold up. I put it in the whatchamacallit. Okay. So it was it's a soda machine, a milkshake machine, a gumdrop dispenser, a taffy puller machine, and a gumball machine.
Oh, nice. So all these things are like mad grimdark too.
Yeah.
There's skulls all over them. The taffy puller machine actually takes up like its own whole room, and
Oh, God.
and there's
Yeah.
there's like these huge like turning, constantly turning arms that are stretching out the taffy, and there's like
Oh,
there's
fucking great.
there's servitors who are like constantly like sitting there and just like slaves who are just constantly like manually pushing around this huge thing that drives the machine, and there's just a bunch
You
of
manually have taffy slavers?
yeah.
Hey, they're actually like not alive anymore though, so I
Okay, alright.
comment.
Alright. Yeah, no, we're not going all that. Okay.
The machine puts out a bunch of like smoke and shit too. It's really loud.
Listen, I think I deserve it. All right, Sam.
You've been through so many comedy camps, put your life out there so
Hey now.
many.
You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't. A Western Navigator would have fucked that up. You understand? We'd have lost that ship mid-transit. You know.
You are absolutely correct.
So you guys are still at Footfall right now. If
Uh-huh.
I don't know
Well,
if
we
you
probably
guys.
need to get some more astropaths. But I don't know if anyone told me that like half of them died.
Yeah, no, Kel will put in an order for some new astropaths.
Mm.
All right. Let's try to acquire some astropaths.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably some that are more combat focused, so they don't run away and cry next time that shit happens.
So you guys
What are
looking
you-
for like high quality astropaths, or just sort of?
Yeah. Well, we want ones that won't freak out.
Let's see.
Okay, so
48.
out of curiosity, does anyone else feel like they're sitting at a poker table and got a gun underneath the table? Anybody else feel like that, or is it just me?
You mean in the game?
Yeah. But
I mean,
metaphorically.
not so much under the table, more like on the table with my hand on the hilt. I haven't thumbed back the metaphorical hammer, but the last one would have one. But
The captain's got to go finish making his, so he's going to leave ship.
Oh, he's leaving the ship again.
He's absolutely leaving the ship.
Alrighty. So they, as you go looking at, you put out a job application for astropaths, and being a rogue trader ship, it's pretty dang desirable.
I don't know how desirable after this whole thing.
well, but that's just part of the job, though. I mean, like they all know that
Yeah,
true.
it comes with the territory.
shit happens.
They all realize at some point they're probably gonna get their head ripped open by a warp entity, but
Oh,
just
That
one of those
sucks.
things.
Just one of those days.
oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's not remember Limp Bizkit.
Oh man, let's all.
Chaos has reigned on our planet as well at
Yeah.
one time or another. And that's just,
I mean, like,
just
like,
reminding.
don't get the wrong idea. I owned the CD, but let's not remember.
That I owned the CD.
Let's just block that out. Let's just
Yeah.
just repress that one.
Yeah, please. It's, and I used to. I drew a couple pictures like in the style of the artwork.
You're doing what you said not to. You're remembering.
I know. I guys, I kept one of them. Why did they keep it? I still
Keep
it's in my
digging the
drawer
hole,
right
Josh.
here.
You just keep digging the hole.
It's been 20 years and I still hung on to it.
You have to share that now. We need to see it, or at least I do.
I'll take a picture and post it in chat.
Oh, Josh, what are you doing to yourself, man?
Sometimes pain feels good, man.
I focus on the pain, on the thing that's real.
Sometimes you just have to lean into it. You have to be like, yeah, more, please.
I hurt myself today.
Yo, that was a great movie, though,
Rip
Logan.
Johnny Cash. Rip Johnny Cash.
Yeah, Logan was great. Johnny Cash was amazing.
Johnny Cash, also amazing. Yeah.
I
I would say
like,
Logan's one of the better like cape shit movies you can watch. That
I've
and like
actually-
the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
yeah. Winter Soldier is an
I
amazing.
actually think Winter Soldier is the greatest superhero movie. Like, because not only is it a great superhero movie, it's a great like Born Identity movie. Like, you don't even need to know
Yes,
Captain
yes, it
America
is.
to enjoy that movie.
Yeah,
No,
it is a good
the
movie.
whole spy element to it, like that opening scene.
Oh my god, it's
Yep,
so
it's like
good.
one of the best things ever.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one of the few of those that I can. Okay, I'm gonna rewatch this.
Oh yeah, I've
Because-
seen the Winter Soldier at least 10 times. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
really?
it's
You don't
that
ever
good.
That's it?
Rewatch once.
What's that?
You don't
Yeah.
ever need to rewatch Captain America, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk. You never need to watch those ones again. It's the spin-offs that are better.
I actually like Iron Man 1 quite a bit. Iron Man 2 I thought was really bad. I thought Iron Man 3 was hot garbage. Anyone can fight me on that. I've never been so angry in a film in my life.
I agree. I like the reverse.
I enjoyed
the
seeing Tony
Mandarin's
Stark
not real.
be somebody other than a guy.
I mean, that's all well and good, but like the plot, I just thought God, what was it? They're like fighting, and Pepper Potts like falls into the lava or whatever, or the burning fire, and instead of being like emotionally traumatized, he just turns around and he's like, "Let's finish this!" Like you just watched your girlfriend like die in front of you, and you're gonna show like no emotion. Like, it just I don't know what was going on with that movie.
I
Yeah.
almost commented on that about something from Infinity War, but I'm holding it in. I'm holding it in for Rain right now.
Come on now.
All right, guys.
Any
Check my
talk-
perks.
any talk on that?
Oh my god.
What's
Zach's
going on?
gonna be a beast.
Are you rolling?
You don't hear me rolling right now?
What are you rolling? Are you rolling damage?
No,
What are you rolling damage for?
I'm rolling stats.
Oh, right. I knew
So the
that.
psyker he might have to pull out. I think I'm gonna stick with my one character. I think I'm
Well, but I'm just rolling because he said that we could make another character.
right.
I'm gonna keep that Psyker in my back pocket in case Solar does die. But if Pruitt takes Psyker first, then I'll make my female soldier, whatever he is, arch militant.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. Because if I'm not playing Kel, then we need some muscle.
Did you guys see my stupid drawing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty good though. I mean,
Well, that's why I've kept it. Is I kind of like the style, but it was inspired by Limp Bizkit, so
I really
It's-
like. Can you be proud of something disgusting like a nice shit or a booger or something? Because that's what that
I
is.
mean, South Park did a whole episode on that.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
I'm just carrying it around with me.
I love the 1999 tag
Oh, where? What? When?
under your signature on the drawing.
Oh, does it say that?
Yep.
Yeah, here goes. Yeah.
10, 20,
See?
99.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So old.
Can I just post this in the art channel?
I mean, if you want to, like, it's just me. Look, even has my initials on it. That's embarrassing. Look, it's got JD around his neck. Oh my God.
So
I love it. It hurts so much. Okay, so around this time, who's on the ship? Is everybody on the ship?
I believe so.
Okay, Rain. You're gonna get a somebody's gonna get a call. So whoever
whoever would be hailed amongst the party.
I'll answer.
Yeah, it'd probably be Solar. If it's
Okay.
it's coming through Vox, it'd probably have to go through him.
You get a call from Vespa Williams.
I think you kind of cut out for a sec.
Yeah.
You get a call from Vespa Williams.
I answer. I go, hello. This is the Adamant. Chief Tech Priest speaking. Solar.
This is the Adamant then, huh?
Wait, no, this is the Obstinate.
Oh, the Obstinate? Okay.
Wait, are we on the Adamant or the
No, we're definitely
Because
not.
I wasn't spelling it.
No,
wrong.
we were on the Obstinate because the Adamant's having a warp drive put in right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's.
correct.
I thought we were on that ship this entire
No.
time.
No, it was the Obstinate. That's why it had like my room and stuff in it,
Yeah.
and the boxes were still like moving the shit out of my room.
Oh, I thought you moved already. I'm way off over here. Okay, so this is the Adamant. Chief Tech Priest Solar speaking.
I request an audience with my brother,
Who's calling?
Vespa Williams, brother to your so-called rogue trader, Raven.
Can I just like look over to my left and be like, Captain?
No, the captain's gone. He's
Yeah,
on the planet.
Captain went to Footfall.
Oh, is he close enough? I can call him.
Yeah, you have you can patch into him.
Yeah. He just hears like a brr, 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 brr.
I'm gonna roll 50-50 to see if he'll. Yeah, he picks up.
Captain.
Yeah, so
Captain, someone's calling saying they're your sister.
that's funny. Are you
Does that mean they're
serious?
not? Yes, absolutely.
You're serious?
I switched to my robotic voice. I am 100% serious.
Okay. What did she say her name was?
I actually
I
forgot.
Vespa.
Me too. I forgot. Vespa Williams. She said she wants to speak to the so-called rogue trader, the captain, and her brother.
Is this where it comes to light that you're not a real rogue trader?
The captain hangs up.
Son of a bitch. Should have killed that motherfucker when I had the chance.
I'm gonna go get that shield. If he thinks he's taking that shield, I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, he does have the shield. He has the shield.
Oh yeah.
Yo, where are Kellen
just, like-
and Zag at, by the way?
Enjoying your milkshakes, I think. You can be wherever you want.
Oh, is that where we're at? Kel? We're like in my room, like sampling all the machines. Like, oh, this is great.
Check this out. It makes bubblegum. Do you know what bubblegum is? Look at this. It's totally
Wait, hold on,
useless.
everybody
Chew
just-
it and then spit it
Everybody
out.
just leave me there sitting by myself.
Yeah, I think it is just you, to be honest.
Yeah.
I was sitting there meditating the entire time. Did everybody just leave?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought we moved on from that. I thought that set piece was like, I thought we like moved on.
you open your eyes and the room is almost like clean now. There's like a servitor still like mopping up, but you know everyone else is gone.
I was only out for 20 minutes.
Well, those servitors work well. Good job.
Mhm.
That's all thanks to you, man.
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, so we need to go get this guy.
Actually, what is
I think the boss channel again.
yeah? What is Solar like? Is he sending this information to the rest of the crew, or
I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call back Vespa.
Yes. Okay. Have you heard? Do you have an answer for me?
I got a hold of him and he hung up as soon as I told him it was you.
Where is he?
Now this is a crossroad for Solar because he's still like the captain.
We're still loyal.
The captain kept his secret, so he's still loyal somewhere.
Maybe you should ask if he's a real captain, though, because if you kill him, then doesn't that mean the only person who knows your secret's gone?
Yeah, I mean, think about that, man.
Oh my god, I could be an asshole to this captain if I wanted to.
So
I think-
It's certainly possible.
Oh god, temptations. Just being like, no, you can't have this planet. I already put my flag.
I've already planted my flag. Hey, I respect that.
Yeah, but if Ryven is a false captain, then we don't want him taking our planet.
Oh yeah, that's a whole
Uh,
planet on the line.
Alright, I'm gonna roll logic.
All right, here we go.
Minus
Right.
1.1 degree success.
Ruh-roh.
So does that mean you would do something dumb or what?
So he's just gonna go. Sorry, I don't know where he is.
Can she roll bullshit on that?
Insight is there's scrutiny. Scrutiny, that's what it is, isn't
Brittany.
it?
Yeah.
No, I haven't rolled her yet, but I'm just gonna like do a general roll and we'll see what it looks like. Is that okay?
Sure.
Everybody? We'll see what happens here. Okay.
Watch her roll a 1.
Yeah, I
I
want
don't
that
think
to be.
navigators get scrutiny at all. Makes me sad. I really want scrutiny.
Let's see what happens. Did I just roll a 100?
Ooh, that is a hard critical fail.
Oh my god.
This new captain is off to a wonderful start.
Well, she got her 100 out of the way. So she's like, okay, you don't know where he is. That's fine.
Okay.
And she hangs
I'm
up.
like, all right,
Seems-
why are you
seems
calling him?
typical.
a fake-
Yeah, what is the nature of your call? Ask her that.
Yeah, what is the nature of your call, and why are you insulting him?
He's my brother. I can do what I want with him.
I beg to differ. This is his ship that you are calling. You will speak reflectively. You will speak respectively.
This is the Williams ship.
Respectfully.
I believe it is in his name.
It was in the House Williams name.
That's actually true.
Do you have?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like actually like I can verify that for you that is true.
Mhm. So therefore, I have as much credit to this as he does. Tell him I find him. Where is he?
I think you cut out there for a while, Josh.
Yeah, I
Yeah, you
only
said
got
tell
about
him
half
if
of
I
it.
find him.
Tell him if I find him. Okay. Yeah. Like she would just kind of insist, like, you know, I need to speak with him, and
Why do you need to speak with him?
I don't think that's your concern directly.
I go. That is my concern directly. I'm the chief tech priest of the ship. If something is wrong with my captain, I need to know it.
He doesn't have rightful ownership of the vessel.
So Josh, we're going this way, huh?
Say what?
We're going this way with it, huh?
I mean, we're going, you know, this way.
All right. I drop my little usual attitude of try and make myself act more human for the common people, and just sort of switch like I did with the magus that was on the fun footfall. The mask comes off. I'm talking to a real now,
Okay.
and I go, "If you have proof of these allegations, come see me on the ship deck. I'll be waiting for you."
Where is Vespa at even? Got to be within box range, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's on footfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I call.
And then you what?
And then I call Kel and I call Zag.
And we're like in the same room. Like, oh, you got to try this one though.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, so apparently our captain's not actually a captain.
I like the Rocky Road better. What?
Apparently, he does not actually own the ship. and his sister is here to claim the ship. And I told her if she has any proof of this, to come to the bridge.
Son of a bitch! I knew I should have killed that fucker.
Wait, what? And I like look up at you like, wait, what's going on?
Oh, you didn't hear that too? Oh,
Is it on
You got-
speakerphone?
you got to start putting this on all of us, man. Come on. I'm here.
Hey, I
I'm
did
gonna,
say I
I'm-
closed that too.
oh,
Oh,
I
I
didn't
missed
hear
it.
that. I thought you said you just called me.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Anyway, yeah, okay. So, okay, well then we need to meet this person. I mean, does she have the official codes and everything?
We'll see, because I told her meet us in the bridge.
Oh, okay.
You just hear the sound of like a milkshake like clatter to the ground.
Yeah, so the captain might not be the captain. He had a cult and everything. See?
I'm gonna call Siegmund and tell him to get his pretty little ass to the bridge.
You just see my little fists like, or my little hands ball up in the fist, like just standing there, like just fucking out of it, like just seething.
Oh.
It's
I
okay,
can't
he's
stand
gonna be
the-
all right.
Upset the cute boy.
I personally cannot stand the image of Zag being mad at me.
Well, I mean, you did it, man.
I didn't do anything.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
innocent. I'm innocent.
No, you can't do the thing and then say you didn't do the thing right after you did the thing.
I'm innocent of everything.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. What are you talking about? I didn't do. Here, hold on. Let me say it again. I didn't do anything. Does that sound better?
Uh-huh.
Let me change my inflection.
I didn't do anything. Okay, yeah. So it takes a little bit, but you get a. I don't know how like away vessels dock, but she knows the codes to the ship. If that's how that works.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
I was gonna say I'm also bringing all of my rush stalkers. I'm going in there fully decked.
okay, yeah. So like, actually, there's a shuttle comes up to the ship, and you don't even have to give it like clearance. So like, it sends codes that basically open the ship itself. Like, it just allows access, and she sort of just comes right in.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's
You've been forcefully entered.
it's not protocol, you know.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't the captain. I don't know her anything, and she just comes onto the ship and is like, "Open sesame."
Yeah, so that should tell you something.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So and I point, I'm like, you see that? That's verification.
I'm still not happy about it.
Well, I mean, if her family owns the ship, then they can do what they want.
I understand that, but did I ever mention the fact that Solar is, as part of the tech priests, he kind of has the mindset of all ships are just on loan for a very long time.
That makes sense. That makes sense, actually.
That's pretty much the Mechanicus, you know. Like, they're like, oh, you know, like you own it, but
Yeah, but you don't
You
really
know.
own it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Come on.
We're all just
Come on.
playing pretend here. It's all wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
Like, so pretty much, it's like, oh yeah, this is the captain's ship, but it's really my ship because I'm here.
Well, it would be panic at the ship. Your
No, that's just the way that he views it as like, oh, this is actually like the Mechanicus' ship, and I'm here,
Right.
so
Yeah.
So I win.
so that makes it the Mechanicus' ship, and you're like enforcing its rule. It doesn't make it your ship.
And that's what I'm saying. Is it's the Mechanicus' ship, but I'm here.
Right. So you are. So in your mind, should you not be like directing it on behalf of the mechanic?
it's working. That was fucking dumb. Just had to open and close Discord. I think it is Discord a lot. It gives us problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord is a pretty suboptimal voice chat program, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's good that it's there, but yeah.
Mhm.
There's no other
I just don't
options,
really
or-
have experience with any others, so.
I'm actually gonna talk to you maybe like sometime tomorrow or Tuesday or something, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out this other program that I like a lot. And if it proves to be easy, we should switch over to it because I have a server over there and it's just way better in general.
I'm definitely open to it.
Yeah. But that's what would already have taken over the captain's room. Oh, did you hear my cat, by the way?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if that was him or Monk.
No,
Oh,
that was
no.
that was
Yeah,
her being
Monk-
mad.
Yeah, Monk sounds like a wuss. He has the wussiest cat meow for a giant cat I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, he's like, he's
He's
all
like
full of muscle.
He's like
for
Mike
big
Tyson.
lungs.
Yeah, no, totally. It really is.
His huge ass body and just the softest voice you can imagine.
I'm gonna take you out. Come on, give me some food. Give me some food, man.
Come on,
I just
dude.
want that food.
It's time.
Oh, so
So
Vespa
with Zag,
and Zag are meeting up.
yes, with Zag go to meet Vespa.
I just follow Solar, and he still has no idea what happened or what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just kind of explained to him the fact that what was with that giant man I saw standing over you that also looked like a navigator but not alive.
Doesn't ring a bell. He looks at you like you're crazy.
Smells like heresy to me.
No, I saw it. I was there. You can't lie to me. I have total recall. I remember everything in vivid detail. I saw him. He was way taller than you. He was really thin. Another navigator, and he stared directly into Captain Riven's eyes.
I mean, I don't know what to really say beyond that. He still just looks at you like really like, because from his perspective, he has no idea what you're talking about. So
Did you not notice the fact that Captain Riven was not looking at you at all?
I think you should do like a basic logic to see, like, because I think it'd be pretty obvious that like Zach had literally no awareness of what was happening. Like he was pretty out of it, right? Like his eyes were like rolled back in his head and kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I thought he had to look you in the eye, your third eye, but still.
It was technically the ghost slidless stare. If that makes any sense.
Fair enough. Well, I got 5.3 degrees.
So you probably are aware that number one, I had no idea what was happening, and number two, that I wasn't even like aware or conscious for that, let alone remember it.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna roll a tech use and see if I can upload my memory banks into like a hologram projector or a screen of some sort, so I can show you guys
no.
exactly what I saw.
That's some raw ass shit.
That's gonna be pretty traumatizing. for me,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh my god!
My favorite thing about Solar is like he cute. So like he is just like Solar will do the right thing at like the wrong time or for the wrong reason. It's just the best. I just love it.
I'm using a fate point right there because I rolled a 96 on that.
I mean, you,
There we go. There we go. I think that's the first tech use roll I've ever failed.
it's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, it's gonna happen
Yeah.
at some point, man.
Happens to everybody, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
All right, is
I
Rain?
like that.
Okay, Rain's back. Rain.
Yo.
Rain's back. All right, here's the plan. I am uploading my memory banks to either a hologram projector or a screen, whatever we have on the ship, and I'm showing everybody exactly what I saw when Captain Riven died.
Alright, give me a minute to look through the book.
I should stop singing. Sorry. people are listening.
No, it's good.
Thank you.
But seriously.
And then,
But seriously, shut up.
I'm trying to decide if Zach would be really off-put by it, or if he'd be like, oh, clearly it's like divine blessings or something. Trying to figure out his like interpretation of it.
Well, I mean, you can check yourself and see if it's demonic.
I'm pretty sure it's not. I think the way we had it set up was that I just grabbed the guy's skull and that it like caused like a spur of the moment mutation in me, sort of like a Genesis thing, and then so I just became like a receptacle for his psychic sort of like, I don't know how you would describe it. It's you know,
The way
mostly
I'm picturing
benign.
it, he kind of holed himself up in the warp, and then when you picked up his skull, he was like, "There's an outlet," and he just fleed the warp into you and is kind of possessing you.
Well, I definitely have it set up that it's like a benevolent thing, because I remember specifically talking to Rain about this, where it's like he's sort of like a guardian angel thing, like watches out for me.
Yeah.
Like if I were to take the dodge action, if you had like Synesians going, you could like see his arm like push blades out of the way, kind of a thing.
Yeah, gotcha.
so for this, do you have a memorance
It's a good
implant?
haunting.
Do I have a what?
Memorance implant?
No, but I have Wait, is that the one that gives me perfect memory?
No. So you do have total recall, but your eyes aren't like set to just like record data, you know. So for that you need something called an memorance implant. And
I like that
it's-
they have a fucking.
Oh, yeah.
it's a neurally linked data vault and pick capture array, often incorporating augmented replacement of one or both eyes that record information of people and scenes viewed. It can then later replay that information or overlay the present view with additional data on people and objects viewed.
That sounds like that's going to be your next implant. Sounds pretty cool.
It's
Yeah, that probably is. I'm pretty sure that's from the Remembrancers.
Yes, that's almost exactly. It actually mentions them here. It can provide a plus 10 bonus to trade / remembrancer tests, or other tests in social situations where the recorded information provides leverage or value. The implant also grants the user the total recall talent if he does not already possess it. So they're basically two separate things.
Alright, well, in that case, I am going to... Is there any way I can replicate this? Can I draw it?
Oh, sure.
I don't know, I'll make an intelligence check, I guess, or what should I make?
To draw it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like you have perfect recall. Like you can see it fine.
Oh,
To
okay.
I'm not saying you don't still like like you still have your total recall. You can't just plug it into a machine and play it for people until you get until you get a membrance or membrance implant.
Well, I know what I'm asking the other mages for.
If you're trying to draw it, you can do that. Like you can see it perfectly in your head. I'm not sure how great your, I don't know if you have Josh Davis's drawing skills, but
Oh, hey now, no flattery.
Actually, I have a bonus to finger dexterity because of my implants.
okay.
That's awesome, actually.
Oh yeah, no. So this will be like the scene in iRobot where he tells him to draw the picture, just like, and his hand just like
Yeah, I
just like shoots over the
I just
paper
draw it
really
scene by
fast,
scene.
and it just like fills it in immediately, and he's just like paper.
Yeah, I just draw it scene by scene. Like the 1 minute of it that I saw, I just draw it scene by scene, and then I stack them orderly, and I'm like, here's your camera footage.
I imagine this actually looking like terrifying as a drawing.
He reinvented animation.
Right, yeah. Like, hey, that sounds like heresy.
He just invented anime. Oh God, kill him!
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm the savior of humanity. I can draw giant anime titties.
Just
Yo,
a
I'm back. What I
chaos
missed?
guy. Oh, so Solar, he can't like play this memory for you as like a video, but instead he basically has a servitor sort of comes over. This is one that you guys have plenty of. It's basically just has like it's a servitor basically for like taking notes. It's got paper and pens basically built into it, and it just walks around and helps you fill out paperwork and shit. So this thing comes over and Solar basically just grabs a bunch of sheets of paper off of it and then sort of turns it around. Its back is like almost like a desk. So he just sort of just puts the paper on there, and then almost like the scene in iRobot where he's like drawing with the pencil like super fast and drawing just perfect. He pretty much does that with his memories, and then he basically makes you like a small portfolio of like all the pages and goes like scene by scene, like what he saw for you. So he has like this like hand drawn representation of what just happened, and I imagine it looks fucking crazy.
To be honest, I think his first instinct would be it was some kind of warp projection as a result of opening his third eye. So it's probably the explanation he would settle on.
Absolutely not. I saw him himself look at it. He was not. I pointed the picture. I'm like, he's not looking at you. He has to look at you for that eye thing to kick in. I remember that.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man.
That is an appropriate response.
I mean, like you're also.
What do you want me to say?
Like this is like taking a step back, like looking at like the standpoint, like this is like a mechanicus like trying to tell like a navigator like what he experienced, and the navigator's like, listen, like there's nobody out there who like could ever know what I've experienced, It's just like, okay,
Except he said he forgot.
I think you do need to respect the fact that like I've experienced the warp, and if I'm telling you that it's like that must be like what it is. I definitely know more about the warp. Like I might not know how the milkshake machine works, but like I know what the warp does.
Please turn that back on, by the way.
I didn't say you were wrong. I didn't say you didn't see what you saw. I just said that must be what it is.
Now, all I'm saying is you don't remember what happened, and so I've never heard of any warp projection that can do that to somebody's mind.
Yeah, but you also don't specialize.
All right, have you ever heard of a warp projection that can melt somebody's mind?
Well, the warp. I mean, it's possible for the warp to do a lot of stuff. Like
that
for
is
example, giant
technically true.
monsters to come out of little holes. Like it's just.
No, you don't give me the politician answer. You look me in the eye, but not with your third one.
Open your third eye.
Me that
Open
a
your
warp
third eye.
projection-
I mean, I'm literally like just telling you, like this is
Open
like,
it!
basic like warp science or whatever they call it. Warp. It's probably like.
It's more of an art than a science.
Yeah, as much as like dying in the cold, like deep space is like considered a science. Like just that. It's like
Yeah.
like the warp is so absolutely unpredictable that it's like calling anything a science is
Oh man.
like
So
just
guys,
kind of hilarious.
So, more like it's just basic like warp lore. I don't know. I would use some kind of appropriate term.
Yeah,
That's just what it has to
I
be.
mean, I absolutely do not believe you. I think you're possessed by some kind of demon now.
dog with a
don't-
bone. Dog
I
with
mean,
a
that'd
bone.
be a huge conclusion to draw. I think you would have to like.
I
I
mean-
feel like you're just saying that because like I explained what it was.
No, I mean, like Solar's thinking that he's had a little traumatism now of demons keep popping up on the ship, and he saw something that didn't quite look human, but it had three eyes like a
Well, I mean,
navigator
Definitely,
standing
man.
over you.
It'd be kind of weird if a demon like took the form of a navigator, even when it wasn't aware that it was being observed. Right? Like that would be.
Demons do as demons do. If you're scared of tea kettles, and Corn will make his demons look like tea kettles.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
The ghost of Riven is like, this conversation will lead you both to ruin.
Shut up, Ryman. Back to the warp with the.
Get out of here, Ryman.
I like to
telling
think
you.
that he's like. I like to think that he's adrift in the warp for all eternity, like just made to experience everything that he ever preached about, all the
I'm-
horrors of like chaos firsthand.
I
Kinda
would
the
like.
No, he probably just got eaten.
tragedy.
I would like to think that he's haunting the skull now.
He's
gonna fuck with-
haunting the skull.
He's gonna fuck with his sister for years to come.
That's what I'd like to think.
It's an unlucky servo skull.
Right? It's like, you guys screwed up. I'm still here. I just can't do anything.
All I'm saying is he probably got thrown into the warp and a demon ate him.
It could have been. Technically, chaos could resurrect him as a demon, couldn't it?
Oh,
If it wanted to.
if it
my
wanted
God.
to.
The only way to stop that was to destroy body and soul, isn't it? Right? Isn't that what happened to Horus? He was utterly, completely destroyed.
Yeah, he got like wiped out.
Yeah.
Rain-
So I think technically, if Chaos wanted to, they could make him some kind of. Maybe he'll haunt us as a demon or something.
Yeah, Rain, please have Riven come back as like
A Slaneshi demon.
yeah, come on. Just like you just show up with like a spiked dildo and like a chainsaw.
God.
It's like, it's time to die. Anyway.
So a spiked dildo saw.
It's so
Well,
funny.
then.
So yeah, I mean, I would just tell you again, probably what it was. There's not a whole lot of other explanations for it. Because if I was possessed by a demon, I would have turned into a demon. Like it would have burst forth from me, which it clearly didn't in the pictures that you're describing. And you should know that. You should know that because you saw it firsthand. You saw a demon climb out of a guy's head.
That's true.
But how do I know you're just not possessed by one?
I mean, you can scrutinize it. I mean, no, that's what I'm talking about. If you were possessed by a demon, if it like shows itself or like its true nature, I think it bursts out of you. I think isn't that the whole thing with chaos? Doesn't it, like mutate you? Like those Slaneshi cultists, like don't they have like like weird appendages and things like that?
No, I mean, outside of game, demons can do some pretty sneaky things. Like they can just inhabit the body, they can take control of the body, and I mean, if they're in complete control of the body, then the body like rots and falls to pieces. That usually means the person's dead. But no, demons can do all kinds of things. It really just comes down to the will of the person, the power of the person, and the power of the demon.
Don't forget about the power of Christ.
Yeah, exactly. I walk with
and
you.
the power of
Peace be with you.
Yeah. So, I mean, Space Marines do that shit, man. Their will's so strong that they just let the demons inhabit them. Usually Chaos Space Marines, as far as I've seen, but
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, but Chaos Marines are like rogue, aren't they?
oh yeah, mad.
yeah,
right.
they're different.
They're not good. Not very nice.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here.
All
Yeah,
right,
we're
man.
probably just gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
So y'all have a good one.
Yeah. See you, dude.
Later.
Have
See
a-
ya.
Yep.
Yeah, so without like devolving into the agree to disagree thing, he'll just be like, I don't know what to tell you. Like you're describing this to me, and it's really weird because I'm like talking about myself. Like it'd be one thing if you came to me with like, hey, this is a weird case file I dug up. Like, what's your take on it? Like, what's your hot take? But you're trying to like tell me it's me, and so like on top of that, on top of the shock, it's like I'm just trying to tell you like rationally how it would have gone down in my assessment.
I'm 100% going to dig through every file I can find on Zag after this.
What are you're gonna get his proportions down?
Yeah, just be like, all right, he has like a 36-inch waist. 38 after a good motion.
90 pounds soaking wet kind of a thing.
I cannot wait for Vespa to handle y'all's bullshit.
I'm just like I like again, I'm not trying to like be intentionally difficult about it, but I'm also trying to be like realistically and not sure how else he would explain it to you.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. What I mean by that is, like, Vespa's gonna like every time you guys get into an argument, she's gonna be the opposite of Riven. Every time you get into an argument, she's gonna be like, "No,
it's this way.
I don't think we,
I order you to shut
ever
up.
actually interact all that much, so I don't think it'll come up.
Most
Super
of the
often.
time we talk with Ivan, it was him being like, "Is the Emperor dead?"